Oh,
My
no.
drink has these weird little gummy things at the bottom. It's weird.
Did they used to be ice at all? Or? Okay.
It's jelly.
Very strange.
It is. It's from Vietnam. It's Vietnamese. It's some weird Vietnamese drink. It's delicious. I know.
Okay.
I know. And they make it just for me.
Very strange.
It is. It's from Vietnam. Vietnamese. It's some weird Vietnamese drink. It's delicious.
They can hear us in the in live.
That's funny. Good thing I wasn't saying anything ugly.
Yow. And everyone is. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. I don't know. Do we have enough audio? I can see us.
Well, there's usually an echo.
Yeah, we might have echo.
No echo. Are you okay?
Thanks for staying with us. What?
According to Patty, there's no audio on Neil. Yeah, you literally silent, man.
You were talking all that stuff and nobody heard a word. Can't hear Neil.
Uh-oh.
Hi, Christina, Neil, Mike, Charlie.
Hey,
Hello, Eric. Well, since Neil can't talk, I want to announce something that I'm very proud of.
I've just muted you
Oh,
okay.
because I just want to see if
Neil, Mike, Charlie.
I want to see if I am.
Hey,
Eric.
I want to see if I'm live.
Well, since Neil can't talk, I want to. Very proud of.
what the heck was
I've
that?
just
I
muted you.
don't know.
That was me. Sorry, we're good now. Just carry on. Forget I'm here.
Do you want to hear my news?
I want to hear your news, and I want to repeat what I was saying because it was that important. I think everyone should hear it, but I want to hear your news. No, I want to hear your news first because I'm still.
No, you go ahead.
I want to hear Neil first.
No,
Yeah,
I
see,
don't.
Charlie says he doesn't want to hear me.
No.
So go ahead.
I do want to hear you.
You've just heard what I've got, what I had to say. So I want to hear your news because I'm quite. You've built it up now, and you can't.
I've got news as well.
You're pregnant.
Yeah. about 15 years. Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome.
Thank you for letting me know I had no audio, Patty. Slobs just hates me.
All right. So here's my news.
You nude.
No, I'm not nude.
Oh,
I'm wearing underwear. I promise. So
that's the first.
true. I have been tossing back and forth because people keep asking me. If
I do that every single night before I go to sleep.
Good for you.
I
Me
can't.
too.
I'm an avid tosser backwards and forwarder.
Good. But with the idea of making a course for YouTube for real estate agents, there's another person that's done it, and then there's one other person that's done it. And so I was like, I don't want to do what they're doing. But what a lot of real estate agents do not do is they do not create their own listing videos. So I'm going to create a course how people can create listing videos for their own listings, edit them, add animations, know how to put in the music. And I'm going to show them how to do it on either a PC or a Mac. And I just signed up for the building of the course website today. And so hopefully I'm hoping to have a good chunk of it done in 28 days.
What platform are you using?
Kajabi.
Do you know much about Kajabi?
I know that a bunch of people have recommended it. It wasn't just from people from YouTube. It's people that have been in real estate, that have done real estate courses before. And they said that Kajabi was the best that they could work with because it's all inclusive. It's all in one. And you don't need like extra, landing pages and stuff. All that stuff is already creative. You can create that.
I'll bet you it's one of them. It'll be one of them things as well that you kind of need. Even though it'll all be self-explanatory, there'll be like so many don't do this and do this and do this and do that. So if anyone is in our little community that knows Kajabi, reach out to Christina because I bet you loads of people have little hints and tips.
Dan
Norton was he gave me the link for Kajabi because I asked him about it. I said there's some people have been recommending Kajabi. What do you think? And he gave me the link to his Kajabi site, and he said that once I get started, he will help me help me with it. So I'm very excited. I already have my first task. They give you 28 days, a task for every 28 days. So tomorrow I have my task to do. I'm going to finish up editing this video that I have for another real estate agent, and then I'm going to do my first video, my intro video for the Kajabi for my course. I'm pretty excited about it.
How long do you think it'll be before the course is out?
Well, I know that I'll have a good rough copy in 28 days, and I think probably give me like 2 months by the summer. I think we should before July should be done, July or August. And I could always tweak it, I'd always do something and then add more, whatever. I could always add more.
Beanie says Nick would probably know something about it as well.
Yeah, I just don't, I don't want to bother Nick.
Nick would reply. Nick would gladly reply to you.
Yeah.
I know. I'm not really good friends with them, and I'm not even I don't.
None of us are.
Really knows.
None of us have met him.
Yeah, I don't think he really knows who I am from Adam, so I don't want to be like, hey, will you review my channel? I don't want to be that person. Like, hey, will you tell me how to sell crap, please? I don't want to be. I don't want to be an asshole, And I think there's a lot of people that reach out to him and kind of bug him, and I don't want to be that person.
Eric said if you need beta testers, let him know.
Yeah, I do. I only have one beta tester so far, so yes, I do.
Who's the beta tester? Anyone we know?
You do not know. Her name is Dawn Loading. She works for EXP.
Ooh. It's exciting.
Yeah. It is exciting. It is.
I do hope you're going to charge thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars for it.
Well, the one girl that does the YouTube course, she charges $1,000.
Get out of here.
And the other guy who does it, I guess because he used to be a Hollywood film person or whatever. He was in Hollywood film production. He charges $1,500 for his course.
Wow.
I'm not doing that. These are just strictly, the only thing I'm showing them is how to film a video for a listing using your cell phone and some simple tools. I'm making this for the person that is totally afraid of everything that has to do with filming, and I'm going to show them everything they can do with their cell phone and make a good quality video instead of those crappy slideshows that move around the screen with shitty music,
Oh, boy.
Apparently, Beanie said make sure you do a birthday special.
Do I have to wear my birthday suit?
I don't know, but I'm very unsure what a birthday special is, but
I don't know, but he has a little winky face.
Yeah, I mean, he has got a link. He could come in and tell us. I mean, I do hope
He said
that.
he's not coming on. He's not coming on. He said no.
He's got renovations next door, so they're too loud.
Oh, I've got new neighbours.
I bet he's renovating something. That's exactly what he's doing.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I bet he's doing. We know what
Took
you're
a
up
photo
to,
of
Beanie.
himself, and now you know what he's doing.
We know what Beanie's up to. He's
Yep, me
always
too.
renovating. Our birthday special is naked, apparently.
Everybody's naked.
Yeah.
It sounds like he has a massive vibrator.
What else is new?
Yeah, we know.
This is not new to us. It's okay, Bean.
I hope.
Don't be embarrassed now.
I hope for God's sake that when we all go to Vid Summit, I am not in the room next to Beanie. Because I don't want to be in all night.
Is your hotel in the same? Is the same as a conference, right? Or is it not?
At this state, at this present moment in the game, I am not going to confirm or deny the location where I am staying in Vid Summit during the Vid Summit conference.
Okay.
That's all I can say.
What
All
is
right, well.
splugged out? That's what Beanie's just written.
Splugged out? Yeah, I'm not telling people where I am. Only because the channel, because my channel is that big. I don't want loads of people. What are you laughing at? Well, why is this amusing? Because my channel's that big, I don't want people going, there's that guy from England. He's in LA. We know what, so I just think it's good all round for people not to know where. Why is Charlie laughing? What? I don't know why. Listen, I'm the biggest YouTuber in my house. In fact, I'm probably the biggest YouTuber in my street.
Probably.
So yeah, no, I'm staying in the. I don't even know what the hotel's called. Wherever the conference is, I am staying in the hotel. Although I haven't got a room. Although I haven't got a room for when I arrive.
I thought you were staying in a hotel that you had a discount for.
Well, I was going to stay in the Hiltons because a friend of mine gets 60% off in the Hiltons. But when I was looking online with VGuard was like, go on hotels.com. I was like, well, I can get 60% off. Maybe it's not really worth me going on hotels.com because I can get 60% off. So he was like, no, go on hotels.com and have a look. Went on hotels.com, got it cheaper. Seriously, I got it cheaper than 60% off with Hilton.
Bloody hell.
So yeah, and that was to stay in the what hotel's it in? Vid Summit? I can't remember.
Sheraton.
The Sheraton. That's it, the Sheraton. So yeah, staying in the Sheraton is like, it's just easier. But me being me, I've booked I arrive there a day before the conference, don't I? Sorry, I arrive. I'll leave the UK on the Sunday. I don't know how I messed this up, but I leave on the Sunday at 9 a.m. in the morning.
Right.
I get to LA at 1 p.m. in the afternoon.
Yeah.
On Sunday.
On the same day. So I'm technically flying for 4 hours.
Mm.
But me and my brain thought, right, okay, you're leaving on the Sunday. It's a big flight, the time difference and all that. You're going to get there 1 o'clock. You're going to get there 1 o'clock in the afternoon on the Monday. So book your hotel. Book your hotel from the Monday onwards. So I'm actually arriving in LA with nowhere to stay for 24 hours.
I can see you sitting in in the archway of a door, just going, "Don't touch me," with your suitcase wrapped around you.
Mate, I can see me sitting at a jail cell somewhere, to be honest.
You can try to find Daryl Eves and just kind of be his buddy for the day.
Yeah. Hi, Daryl. Remember me? I was the guy that wasted a whole week of my life on your live stream. And do you fancy putting us up in your spare room?
Made you put a pineapple on all your clothing.
Yeah.
So Dale Eves came out with a. Have you guys ever heard of Vidiyooz? VIDYOZZE. Vidiyooz.
No.
I use them for my animations in my videos, like all the things like the lower thirds and stuff. I've been using them since they came out. It was like a Facebook ad, and now they charge those animations. They charge $15 per animation. Well, they've come out with their own editing platform that's preloaded basically with all your B-roll shots and everything. You could do everything from their editing software.
Wow.
It's $97 a month.
What?
Yeah, $97 a month. And Daryl Eves is on their ad. They're advertising on it. And the thing is, they said, like, the thing that pissed me off about this is they're saying, you know, the thing we wanted to ask somebody that's a YouTuber, someone with 21 million subscribers, and he's like, "Hi, I'm Daryl Eves." Like, he doesn't have 21 million subscribers, and he says, "I represent 21 channels with over 1 million subscribers." That doesn't mean you have 21 million subscribers. They did the work. You helped manage them as a business. You don't have 21 million subscribers. That was, to me, was wrong, you know, but whatever.
That's like saying I know PewDiePie, so I've got a nearly 100 million subscriber channel behind me.
Right.
Tell me what to do.
Yeah. It's just down the road from me.
I don't know, like that kind of like when they said, "Oh, we are gonna ask a channel or a YouTuber that has 21 million subscribers." I'm like, who did they get? And I'm like, Daryl Eves. Does he even have 1 million? You know, like
Him personally, as on his own channel, I think he's at like 500,000.
Yeah, 500,000. Yeah, but I mean, don't say you're going to ask a YouTuber with 21 million subscribers. They're not subscribed to him. He has 21 channels that have over 1 million subscribers that he helps manage, but it's not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which makes me think, I wonder if Daryl's got anything to do with it. Is it one of his companies?
Maybe.
Well, they were at Vid Summit last year, and they were having very intense meetings together because I kept seeing them in the background, and I knew who Vidiyooz was because, like I said, I started with them when they first launched. I got a really good deal.
Beanie said, "Is he a 6-figure channel?"
Probably.
I have a 6-figure business.
Yes. So, but the thing is that I'm sure he has some kind of part in it because they had like last Vid Summit, they were there and they had some big meetings with him. So I'm sure he has some of it. And of course he brought up the Squatty Potty commercial. He showed that. He's like, you know, I've represented some of the best brands and we would use this. And he in that advertisement, he had a big segment of it. So I'm convinced he has some part of it.
Good on him. He's getting paid for it.
Oh, hell yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's getting paid for it.
$7 a month. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I had loads I wanted to talk about, you know, and it's completely gone out of my mind. I can't even remember what my name is.
Chaz.
Yeah,
Bono.
that'll do. No, I had loads I wanted to talk about, and I can't remember what it was. Mike's being monetized, by the way.
Yeah, my news was I hit 1,000 subscribers on the 22nd, and now I'm monetized. So 5 days later. Well, 4
That is
days.
fantastic. That's what happened to me too.
So
That's good.
YouTube pulled their thumb out their arse on my. Because I was just flipping through, and Charlie was just like, "Oh, check out your channel." I was like, "Okay." Checked it through, and just saw all the little green dollars and mines. I was like,
I know that is the most. Isn't that the best feeling in the world when you see that? I was like,
"It was."
And actually, it was Chris
giant knot in your stomach.
I didn't even know. Chris Conkle Vlog said, "Oh, it looks like ads rolled out on your channel." My wife just told me. I'm like, "Really?" And I looked and I'm like, "Oh my god!" Because it really, literally, 15 minutes earlier, they weren't there.
Yeah,
and
same.
I was just putting up a video, and I had logged out, and all of a sudden it was there. I was like, "Oh my god!"
Beanie's just put, who made the mistake of monetizing Mike? That's rude. That's just terrible.
Oh, sorry.
You know.
He's a mine. I was going to remove that.
Filtered.
I haven't got long to go. Would you? I just need to pull my thumb out my ass. which has been done this week. I live streamed yesterday. There's going to be a video out this week as well, and there's going to be another live stream. I'm planning on doing 2 live streams and 1 video a week.
Yeah.
What was that face for? Bless you.
You can't be. Oh, she's sneezing. You can't be that far off it now.
No, I'm not. I'm like.
He's like 5 hours left.
Yeah,
That's like,
it's literally like it's that close.
Neil,
Yeah.
just set up a live stream on your other channel, and I'll.
In fact, if everybody that is here now, before they go to bed, just puts my channel on and just lets the videos roll, by the morning, I will have the watch time. I'm not even asking people to do it. I'm fucking telling you. Put the videos on, or we're gonna fall out.
I did it once when you were doing one of your you just had music playing and watching the markets. I just left it running for an hour and 2 and just went, yeah, that'd be right.
To be honest with them, I don't even know why I stopped doing them. I just couldn't be. The reason I stopped doing them is because I got bored of the music.
That's fair.
I got bored of the music because the music was on every night. It was the first couple of nights I tried to change it up, and it was like, okay, well, you're gonna do like 2 hours worth of music, and I was finding tracks that you were
Michael Daniels.
How you doing, Michael Daniels?
Oh, no iron thrown anymore since the dragon burnt it down.
Yeah, I guess he didn't like the last season either.
Dog pee coin beanie said, "No, I'm gonna do a video this week. I am a dead simple one.
You could spice it up a bit on your live stream, but I don't know if you'd be up for the idea.
What's that?
You know those like people who come on and do live DJing sets, like live on YouTube.
Yeah."
You could do one of those with the crypto markets below your panel and just sit there. Right, today on crypto, we're going to be talking about Bitcoin, which is going up. Chicka, 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 what? And just do a bit of mixing at the same time.
The only thing is, it's having music that is not. You know what I mean? Because YouTube is so fussy. I mean,
yeah.
This is how fussy YouTube is, right? I signed up to Audio Blocks last week.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Christina done a video. I said, "Oh, I've got this song for the video. Put this song on it. It's perfect for it." Sent her the song, put it on the video. It was up 5 minutes, and it got a copyright claim.
It hadn't even been published.
Bloody
I hadn't even published the video yet, and I got an email. Copyright.
But to be fair, I went on Audio Block's website. Went through the process of there's a copyright claim on one of my songs. Put the video in there, and literally straight away it got uncopyright claimed, didn't it?
Oh yeah, it was like literally 4 minutes
It was like
later.
pump done.
So did you see the company that made the claim on it then?
Yeah, it was fucking them.
Oh, it was YouTube, or was it the?
No. It was another company that had the same exact song, but they called it a different name.
Yeah.
They had it was literally the same exact song, but they called it a different name. But I think it's like they actually stole the music. The other company did, and that's what they did.
It's either that or they've been given the rights to use it on that service. So.
But they called it a different name by a different artist, but it's the exact same song.
Yeah, true. That is right.
Interesting.
So, Mr. Daniels, what did you make of the last Game of Thrones?
Oh God, you don't want to ask me.
We are not impressed. No.
No, not the way I wanted to go. But I will say this: it's one of the best overall shows probably that I've ever seen. Only because they were not afraid to kill off all the stars. And
Yeah.
they did. That was amazing to me.
Yeah.
No one. I've never seen another show where you could get away with it and do that. So to me,
Literally got away with murder.
hats off. Yeah, exactly. So
The Ned
that's
Stark.
my thoughts of it.
The
It's
Ned
really
Stark.
one of the only reason why I watched it first. But
The Ned Stark one got me. I was like, you can't kill Sean Bean off. Yeah. It's not even the fair. It's the fair, because I didn't get onto it till like 3 seasons, and then it was like I had the 3 seasons there. Wanted to watch them. First season, they killed a Ned Stark. I don't, what?
My favorite scene was Joffrey.
Oh,
I was like laughing. I was like, oh my god, that was the best.
it was.
Joffrey.
I have to agree.
Apart from with the whole Eddard Stark thing, that was Sean Bean always plays characters who die in quite a lot of his film stuff, so I was sort of expecting him to die very early on anyway. So it wasn't a surprise to me. The one that got me, the bit that you just said, I went, "Fucking yes," is when Ramsey had his face bitten off by his dog.
That was my second time that I was screaming.
That was the bit I
was
just sat there and went,
"Yay!" That was so victorious.
I have to agree. Both of those are freaking amazing.
See, I kind of
She
liked.
said, like when she goes, "You said it yourself. They're starving," and she just walks away like.
I kind of liked Ramsey Bolton.
He was such an asshole.
I did. I thought he was great. I just thought.
like he was an actor.
That's why I like Cersei so much, because she was such a bitch. I mean, she was such a bitch. I'm like, and then she'd just be like, "I do it because it feels good. I do that with my brother because it feels good." Like she'd move her lips, you know. I loved her. She's such a bitch. She was like, how could you not love her? She's so evil.
The little thing, the little finger
I'm
death.
My throne's up, but I gotta leave for I gotta go take the dogs out for a second, so I'm gonna go
You're
do
gonna
that.
go poop. We all know you're gonna go poop.
Oh, well, I'll go do that if you want me to. You want me to just take the camera in there?
Yes.
Why not? This is Creator Chaos. Go for it.
If you're gonna go out with
I
the
wouldn't
dog,
do
just do it
that.
out there and pick it up in a bag. You'll be fine.
Yeah, I can do that. There you go. I gotta leave my thrones up though, so you guys can admire or talk stuff.
It's not melting.
He's gone. I think Hard Knocks TV is asking, is Christina from Alabama?
Am I from Alabama? No, I'm from Plymouth, Massachusetts. Not even from the South.
I was going to say then, I love the little finger death. I loved because I hated him from the minute I seen him. He was just a slimy little toad.
Yeah,
Who was that?
Little finger.
little finger. Yeah.
The thing is, it's like you love to hate him too. Like you just love to see how he was just gonna try to swing shit his way all the time.
No, I never liked. I hated him, and I hated that baldy prick eunuch as well. I wanted him to die about 5 seasons ago.
Me too. He was the shit stirrer that I was
couldn't stand him.
"Hey girl, let me go spill some tea because I'm gonna watch this from the sidelines." That was him. I didn't like him.
He was just he wound me up. Every episode I was like, please someone stab him in the throat. Please.
When you saw that dragon come up behind her and he was like from the shadows, and he was when you watched the back of his throat, I was like, oh yeah.
It was the way the dragon looked at him. It was like the dragon looked at him and went, "I've been watching you since season 1. I'm gonna do bad things to you right now because you wound me up so much. I don't know. He was just. Oh.
Matt B. Oh, Inception. We've got Inception
what are we doing
going
here?
on, Matt B. Oh, look, I can see myself on Matt B's background.
At least we know that Matt uses Photoshop.
Yeah.
And he's grown beard. He was all cleanly shaven last week, wasn't he?
No. I don't think Matt B's
Oh
ever been
no, he never had the cap on.
No.
He had a full.
No, I wasn't wearing the cap.
He wasn't wearing the cap. How's Matthew?
No. I'm fantastic. How are you guys?
We're all right. We're just kicking it and just chatting, really.
Chatting. What are you chatting about?
We were talking about Game of Thrones.
Okay, I'll leave now.
Bye.
We were done with it. I was done.
Yeah, we were just, someone's got to talk about it. People seem to have people seem to have been like staying away talking from me.
Yeah.
They're staying away from
talking, just not talking about it. It was like that with Endgame as well. Even now, Endgame, because Christian came in the chat last week in the Discord and he went, "Oh, someone's just spoiled Endgame for me." I was like, dude, if you haven't seen it by now, then you deserve to be spoiled.
Yeah, you just need to stop at life.
I think Christine actually put that comment in. If you haven't seen it by now, then you deserve everything you've just got.
Yeah, basically.
I unfortunately had it spoiled like the day after it came out in the cinemas. Some nice person put a clip up on Twitter, and as I was scrolling through, I just went, now I don't give a shit.
Damn, dude, I'm sorry.
No, it wasn't.
I didn't mean to. I'm very sorry.
It's all your fault, Matt.
I didn't mean to. No.
We were we were talking about your thumbnail you made before in the Discord.
Yeah, I liked it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. I hadn't done that in a while. Hold on, let me pull that up.
Hey, the last time you done a thumbnail I seen was for Christian.
Yeah, when you were messing around with his space stuff. I thought he had
I
his
like that.
screen switched.
I like that. I think that's a pretty smacksy thumbnail.
It's backwards.
That is the downside, yeah.
What do you mean it's backwards?
Well,
it
when we're
looks
looking
like-
at it, it's flipped
And then
backwards.
Yeah,
Ferrari spelled backwards.
Ferrari versus Ford.
yeah.
No.
4 hours of Le Mans.
No. What the fuck are you talking about?
It's because I have the same problem. Like now, if you are all seeing that says Crypto Cruising backwards to you guys, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
But on the stream,
On the stream, it's fine.
yeah, on the stream it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's backwards when I'm looking.
On the stream, it's backwards.
On what?
No.
Yes.
What mine is?
Neil's is round the right way. Yours is backwards, Matt.
There you go.
There you go.
Why does it? It sounds like someone's going like this.
Yeah, don't know what that is. It's I either blame Slobs or Zoom.
Come on,
Or
now-
somebody's farting.
And if you remember the last time we had the tea kettle going on, it cost me £230 because I instantly the next day went out and bought a new mixer because I was like, I'm not having this. There can't be noises. I'm not doing that again because it's a Zoom problem with audio. So I'm not going out.
Oh,
I'm not buying another mixer.
that is fucking weird.
Which
He's watching it on the screen going backwards and forwards.
it's because you're
Yeah.
flipping. It's because you're flipping your camera around.
It's like watching a cat go like after a laser beam. You know.
I could fuck with this all night long, and this would be fun.
You can do horizontal as well. You know, you can be upside down.
Well, yeah. Hold on. Can I flip?
Yeah, you can flip yourself upside down.
Hold on. Hold on. Can I do this? Can I do this? Wait. Nah, I'm not gonna keep fucking around. I'm gonna leave it. I'm
We're
gonna
just
leave it.
waiting for it now.
No, stop it. Stop it.
You know, Matt, I'm going to tell you this because
What?
you avoided the question like the Black Plague the last time we asked you this. What is Matt B doing now on YouTube?
I think here's what I like. Here's what I like. I like.
No. We're not avoiding this fucking question because you have avoided like.
Awesome.
Beanie, it's all
Thank
your
you.
fault.
Thank you for this. See what I started? This is fantastic. I love
Matt
this.
B.
He's got me.
Answer
He's got
my
me
question.
messing around now.
What is it that you are now doing with your channel?
Just before Matt answers this, Matt,
Yes, sir.
can you give me as a red-blooded male on like a 1 to 10 on this young lady?
Wait.
Oh, shut up.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Hold on. Wait. When
Him?
you say young lady, are you messaging me something?
No,
No,
look at the screen.
Look at the
Look at
screen.
Screen.
That is the most hideous fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. What
You
is
go
that?
fuck yourself.
That is that
Beanie
is that Beanie?
as
As
a
a woman.
girl.
You
That
get
looks
the-
like one of those sex
I look like-
dolls that they outlawed in Texas. That is horrible.
And that's me as a girl.
Don't ever do that again. That's horrible.
Dude, no.
You
Oh
look
my
like
God.
a teacher.
I make an awesome looking dude. That's all I gotta say.
Wait, you have it?
Yeah, hold on.
It's a
I
Snapchat.
think I have an aunt who looks like that, bro. That's
You
that's terrible.
looks like a teacher.
Oh my god. Wait, hold on. How do I
I'd tap that.
wait, hold on. How do I pop you out? Pin video?
You
Oh
like that, Matt?
God. You look like one of the Backstreet Boys.
That's aroused.
Back, all right.
Hello, baby.
All right. I make a hot dude.
Dude,
Mm.
I'd fuck you. I'm just saying.
As a guy, you'd be all right.
Oh yeah, you're just look at those eyes. It's the
Yeah.
eyes, they're piercing.
Yep.
Look at that
See,
shit.
the worst thing about that is not a chick with a dick. That's a dude with tits.
Yeah, I know. So you get like the best of both worlds. Right
That's
there.
like some weird food.
This is the man version of me.
Oh, yeah, that looked like more of a man than you do.
Is
Yeah.
right. The worrying thing was did you put the man version of you first?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. I'm sitting there and I'm going.
Who the fuck's that?
No, I thought Beanie looks completely different on a photograph than he does live.
He does.
And it's only until now he said it's the man version of him that I've actually gone onto it. I thought he looks totally different on photographs to what he does look live.
It's like that's some Photoshop work right there, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's I was expecting. Yeah, it just. I'm thanks for clearing that up. That mate, she is a gem.
I look like a 10-year-old.
Dude, that's just wrong.
Yeah, the Snapchat is the devil.
Yeah, that's why I have it sitting there, but I don't use it. And you guys are telling me, oh, it's on Snapchat. I'm like, don't make me open Snapchat.
I refuse. Like I got everybody in the Discord has done it, and I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
Just
I did
do
it.
it.
Are you afraid to go?
According to Crypto, I look like the bearded woman from
Do it, Matt. Do
Hugh
it.
Jackman.
I think I saw yours.
Oh, it is horrendous.
It's truly disturbing. It's
Yeah.
like something you see in a circus. It's like
Well, personally, I thought it was an improvement.
Don't be picking on the monetized.
dude.
I've just realised I'm the. Oh no, Matt's not monetized either, is he? I was gonna say I'm the only person that's not monetized here.
Oh yeah, no.
No, I'm not.
Well, partially, the only reason why I got to monetization was partially because of Matt as well.
Why did he buy subscribers for you?
No, he,
I'd buy them. If I did, give me a refund.
a while ago, I asked him to go through one of my videos because I could never make his live streams, and he gave me advice where he said, when you're doing your reviews, put you into the video, make sure you're coming across clearly, and it's all good. And since then, I changed the format of my video, and that has had a better response than just doing the voiceover work.
So people have a big
That's
fetish.
weird. That because the last time me and Matt spoke, he went, "Mike just needs to fucking close his channel down."
I did. I was like,
He's so two-faced. He's so two-faced. It's unbelievable. Wow. That is anything to get views on a live stream, Matthew. Anything to get views on a live stream, terrible.
I love it. No good.
Hey, Matt, you're gonna love this. Ready?
What? Oh no! Is this more thumbnail stuff that you found?
No.
Okay.
So I got it in a DM from somebody on LinkedIn, and they're trying to sell me their crap. Right? Now listen.
I love it.
I turned this around, and now they want to hire me.
Are you serious, dude? Oh my God! It's a reverse pitch,
I did the reverse pitch.
dude. Dude, that is awesome. I love stories like that. Like, it happens to me all the time. Like, someone will reach out on LinkedIn. They'll be like, hey, blah, 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 blah. They have some fucking
There
problem.
it is.
And before you know it, it's like we've role reversed here. I love those stories, man. And what the shit is that in the background?
It's
It's
Christina's vibrator. Turn it off.
No, it's
I've
me.
what have I told you? Every time she comes on a live stream, the batteries are about to die.
He's doing himself as a
And he's got
woman.
this app on his phone.
I have to do sign language.
Oh my God. Well, as sweet and kind as that is of you to say that, Hybrid, I personally detest when people say that. I didn't do shit. I didn't do anything for you.
Guided.
You did everything. You
Yeah.
got yourself monetized. You put in the time. You put in the effort. All I did was state something that was probably already in your head.
Not
That's
at all.
all I did.
I can concur that there's not fucking much in his head, mate.
There isn't.
And
No,
Beanie, there's a good. I vouch for nothing in Mike's head.
I really just carried on doing the same shit as I was doing until that point.
Is Neil
Really?
saying Mike's
Yeah.
head is like a big black hole?
Unless there was a Nick in the
Where's
Discord that
Christian?
helped him.
Dan Norton.
Dan
Dan Norton is in the house, by the way.
Dan, I used your link today. I signed up for Kajabi today.
Awesome, thank you.
No, thank you. I had been recommended it several times, but I was like, I didn't even know these people that were recommending it. I'm like, I'm gonna use the link for somebody I actually know. I think Dan had talked about Kajabi before. I'm gonna reach out to him. So you did, and
Have you used Kajabi, Dan?
Yeah, that's where I'm building my everything. I'm even using it for my services, my editing services. So it's not officially launched yet because it's gone through like a number of changes as I've changed my models of what I'm going to offer. But finally got it going,
how easy is it to set up? Oh, we got a full house in here today. Eric's in. Evening, Eric.
Eric.
I tell you what, hey, Eric looks like he's lost a little bit of weight. He's got a bit of a growth going on. Is he going for the boy band look?
He's just not wearing a hat, that's all.
He's looking younger this week.
Maybe he's fresh shaved. Are you fresh shaven?
Me, I am, yes.
No, Eric sort of trimmed his beard into a certain shape.
Yeah.
Into
I
a
shaved
shape?
my neck.
There you go.
Oh.
You guys hear me?
I do
Yeah.
that sometimes, and because I can't grow a proper beard, I just look like an idiot.
And thank you, Eric, for helping me and pushing me
Pretty
to do
standard.
the affiliate links with Amazon. I would have never done that.
Awesome. Did you get fully approved yet?
I haven't gotten fully approved yet, but I was able to use the links that I was able to do that with my last video. So I want to thank you for
You're welcome.
suggesting, pushing me forward to do it. It was something I always said I was going to do and never did it, and you pushed me forward and I did it.
Yeah. Do you have some items in your description?
Yep, I do, and I put the correct verbiage at the bottom as the disclaimer.
Awesome.
I suppose I've got to thank you as well, because from Christina doing it, and she sent me the screenshot saying I've applied for this, and I was like, right, I'm going to do this, and I literally because I'm signed up to Amazon merch. As soon as I applied for the affiliate links, it just came through successful, accepted. It was like,
Nice.
wow, like literally.
The UK one or the US?
Yeah, unfortunately, it's only the UK one. I can't be a part of the USA one.
You can
Why?
actually be part of the.
Are you wanted?
I'm Australian and I'm part of the American one because I can't be part of the Australian one.
Why?
I have absolutely no idea, but it worked, and I have also been disqualified from it twice just because I haven't made. I've been on it for 6 months and I still haven't made a sale.
Right. There's a requirement to have one sale every 6 months for most of them.
Right. Well, for each link.
Yeah, I think it actually has to be 3 qualified sales.
Right.
Last time I read it was one, so
Just send one of your videos to a family member. Have them buy it. You can't send them the link, but send them your video. They can buy off the link. That's what I did. I got approved.
You just got to be really careful because if you link your YouTube in with it and you make any indication that you're trying to get people to sell off your Amazon without just like saying links down below, they'll come down on you like a ton of bricks.
Yeah, when I first did that with the parenting one, it was like I just had them go through, but it was stuff that was in the video. But they could click on anything and make any purchase, and it'll still be qualified.
Yeah, it's as long as you go through Amazon through your link and buy them, so someone could go and buy a light bulb, couldn't even like 40 pence.
Yeah,
Yep.
you just have to
Doesn't
send them
matter
your
what-
video or blog or something with it.
I need
You
to
can't send them a
because
direct link.
I've got a whole load on mine. I just need to add Trevor.
Oh, Trevor needs to be a link.
Yeah, Trevor definitely needs to be a link.
did you put the middle finger up on that one yet?
No,
No,
not
I
yet.
haven't done it. I got to figure out what kind of putty or something I need to put here, because like
Oh,
of
did
course,
you make that Bitcoin?
no, it comes with it. This is the thing. I found this on Amazon. It's a garden gnome, and it came with a minor Bitcoin.
It's
So,
so weird, isn't it?
I know,
I'll be back.
and I want to get a little middle finger up. I want to put him with a little middle finger up.
We all have Trevor's.
You both got one. Oh, hang on.
Well, Christina bought me mine. That was
I
a
did.
gift. That was a gift.
I did. Because I bought this and brought it. I had it sent to my house and I was going to send it to him, but by the time I weighed everything, it was over 2 pounds.
My Trevor's got balls.
Yeah, mine does too.
I can't get my fingers that far through. They're too big.
Yeah, but do you have a star?
Maybe you should put a star on Trevor.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. But anyways, it weighed too much and I couldn't send it to him because if I sent it to him, it would have cost me like $75 to send it to him. So instead, I just went ahead and went on Amazon and ordered it through the UK Amazon, and it cost half that amount.
Because for some reason, sending stuff from the States, well, it's not even sending stuff from the States. You can send anything up to 2 kilos, isn't it?
£2.
£2, yeah.
£2.
Anything up to £2. And for me, it's like, I'd say about £15-16. You go over that 2 kilo, and it goes £2, and it goes to like £70.
Yep.
It's like, how? How is this? How are you working this out?
I think it comes down to like how much it weighs in an aeroplane and how much fuel it takes over that and all the other shit they put into it.
But even like
They're making money. Are you kidding me? They're making
making
excuses
money,
to rip your ass off.
Yeah, that's what we get in this country. We get fucked over with everything. For
But
like,
Plus we get twice as.
Oh, you think you get fucked over? Come to Australia. You don't know what fucking getting fucked over means.
Enjoy Australian internet. It is.
he knows.
Look at poor Beanie. He's like, yeah, basically.
Dan Norton, what are you working on now?
My ass is so
What's on
bored
your wheelhouse of work at the moment?
It's a lot of stuff, but been editing. I'm creating repurposed square memes or vertical memes for my different clients, which has been growing and taking shape of what I'm actually going to be offering, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to start really building that out.
Have you seen this new thing that Daryl has? This what was it? It's Clippio.
As like that video editing software.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I saw it a while ago, like when he was first. But
$97 a month.
yeah,
$97. Oh, and that's the introductory price. That is not the price. It's the introductory price of $97 a month. It's $125 a month if you want to. Yeah.
Yeah, It's interesting. And that's just an editor. That's not someone doing it for you, right?
No, but they like how they're trying to promote it is that like you can size anything and it already has preloaded scenes. So if you didn't even want to shoot a video and you wanted to just take some of their already preloaded clips, you could make anything you wanted to and create this advertising.
It's probably made more for marketers and people who are selling like for a business as opposed to like a video creator.
Yeah, well,
it's like Canva for. It's like.
But they were promoting it. It was like it was great for YouTubers. That's what they were trying to say. You content creators, this was great for. I'm like, but you could, if you know how to edit, like you could make all this yourself. Like, but you could upload your own video content and then add their clips to whatever. It's just. Yeah. To me, I mean, like $97 a month for a video editor seems absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, but people are willing to spend that kind of money. That's the crazy part.
People are willing to
find them. You started out,
good on them.
Right.
Good on
So
I'll have to look into it more. I didn't really look into it because like I don't have a need for it.
Have you got your course set up yet, Dan, or you're still setting the course up?
Not yet, because it's taken me a while to really hone down what I'd want to do. I've gone through different editing, like done for you stuff, because I'm going to start out done for you and then want to build out. And now I've really gone down to like building out a repurposing strategy. This is less for like I'd say YouTube creators, more for like marketers who have businesses or different selling online, where they basically create like a long live stream. They don't have necessarily editing background, so if they want to use a live stream, then planning to repurpose segments, taking those segments that they could then use and repurpose on LinkedIn or Instagram or IGTV, which is starting to take off finally. With that, now that you could post your teaser into a post, which is cool. Because I've actually found myself watching more IGTV now for the first time because I didn't watch it before, because you have like that continue watching button because they got like the first minute in a post. So that alone has actually been getting people more engagement in that area. So what I want to then do is help these marketers take their live stream and take segments out.
See ya.
Later, Charlie.
Night.
Later, Charlie.
Charlie's got some major thunder and lightning going on.
Oh yeah.
Dan, my original theory on what I was going to do for my course had, it's changed 3 times, but now I'm confident in what I want to do.
It takes a while, right? It's like
it really does, because I've seen other people do what I was thinking about doing, and I'm like, I don't want to do what they're doing, you know, and how am I going to explain this? And you know, this took me a long time to like, but once I realized who I wanted to market it to and what they really needed, and most agents would need this, I was like, this is smart. This is simple, smart, stupid stuff that people need to be doing and they don't do. So I think it's going to do really well. I'm excited.
Yeah, being different is better than best, right? Like, so you have that opportunity to share to make that difference, and people see that and be like, oh, and that's why I love Kajabi, because you have so many different ways to do it. Plus, you could have a blog. It's a full website.
I saw that you could blog on it.
That's what sold me on it. I talked to a guy who is a Kajabi expert. He's actually one of the first ones. Their partner program is awesome. If you sell 50 Kajabi sites, they give you a car, like a Tesla. If you sell 100, they double so it's $500 a month. They give you $500 a month towards a car on top of your payments. And then if you sell 100, they'll double your car payments. And you get so the guy that I talked to about it, he's just got a Tesla, the first two people. And that's not why I joined. Like, it's cool. Like, I'm not really promoting Kajabi. But they do have a great partner program. But he was like, yeah, you know, you could have a full website, which Teachable and Thinkific don't give you. And of course, you could create a WordPress one, but you got to keep up with all the updates and the last.
That's what I was looking at. I'm like, I don't want to do the landing pages, and I have to update my website all the time, and having to create those on site, and you know, have the landing page make sure it works with WordPress. I'm not that technologically smart to figure that out. It drives me crazy because it's one of those things that you spend a whole weekend trying to get right for them just to fucking fill out a goddamn form so you can get their email address. I was like, this is the where I need to go. I want to plug and play. That's it. I don't want to have to mess with it.
Yeah, and there's still some work to it, but nowhere near what you would do for the others. And there's so many walkthroughs. And there's so many ways. Like I was telling you, like, you know, I think it's a great place to create a membership site or single off courses or even one-on-one coaching. I think a lot of video creators could benefit from. It's expensive though. That's the one part. But there's a lot of bang for what you get, especially if you've got a following. So if you've got subscribers and you want to create a course or a membership site where people pay you a certain amount of money for even just to talk to you one-on-one, that's why I really like Kajabi. You know, that's the hard part. And you can sell anything. Like Sean Cannell sells his live events through it. You could sell live event tickets through Kajabi, you know, and I'm doing my Done For You. So that's what I'm starting out with now, which is going to be like a subscription-based service. Where people come on, they get like five repurposed videos I'm going to sell it for $5.97 a month. And again, my target is more of marketers and whatnot. But then I want to create a course and even a digital pack, sort of like how Roberto has the YouTube starter kit. I'm going to create one that's like where you could have repurposed memes and whatnot and can be sold through there. So it's pretty versatile, and I'm probably going to create like a mastermind all about repurpose editing. So helping live streamers learn how to edit and get one-on-one or group coaching questions with me on how to edit using Premiere or whatever program they choose.
So those calls, that's a service. So how much would you charge for that mastermind? Is it an
I haven't
hour?
created it yet, so I'm still right now. I've been focused on the Done For You stuff, but what I want to do is then have that as like the entry level for people that can't afford my Done For You services. I don't know what I'll sell that at yet. I'll probably start it at a beta. People be grandfathered in at like a beta price of like $20 a month or $29 a month or something, and then move that up to like 50 or 60, depending on the value that's given. As of right now, it's not been my focus, but I do want to get there, especially as I get the strategy down. Then I can start creating YouTube videos and do the repurposing for myself as opposed to just for clients, which is a big reason why I've just not been creating much, because I've been editing everyone else's stuff, and I want to make sure I get my strategy down so that I could really have a target audience.
That's what happened to Neil and I, because we have a little side business where I film houses and he does the voiceover.
Yeah, I love it. So, dude, Neil, you're crushing it with that stuff, man.
we're getting it. It's doing all right, isn't it? It's just
our little side business is getting us some money.
Yeah,
I just signed on a builder tonight. I saw it like
That's
a builder is so all of his new builds. He wants me to film them.
Oh, congratulations! That's
Thank
awesome.
you, thank you.
Yeah, Neil, dude, you've got, and audiobooks, man. You've got that voice for audiobooks, bro. If you can get those things, man. I don't know if you'll enjoy that, but There's tons of people needing that.
My main problem doing the stuff with Christina is great. I actually went and sorted. I came off Fiverr purely because someone said to me a while ago, oh, you don't be on Fiverr, because if you want to do this serious, Fiverr's like, it's kind of frowned upon. Mm-hmm. And then I was talking to somebody else, and they were like, well, I make between $3,000 and $5,000 a month off Fiverr. And I'm not looking for any new clients, and they just repeat gigs. And I was like, $3,000 to $5,000 a month, and they were like, yeah, without doubt. And I was like, so you recommend going back on Fiverr? And you were like, yeah, definitely. And you were like, with your voice, I mean, this is a person that's he's well thought of in within what he does. And I was like, right, okay, so I'll set a new Fiverr account up, and I'll brand it, and I'll do it the same as the LinkedIn. So I've done proper thumbnails, the proper write up on things, made it look appealing and nice, and I've put there's 3 or 4 gigs on there.
He's even smiling.
Yeah. So yeah, I've done that, and then it was only up, which is really weird. It was only up. It wasn't even 24 hours, and I got a gig off it. And a guy.
That was the first gig. And then he was
Christina was the first gig, and then some other guy messaged me, which I actually thought it was a joke because you don't know who's buying off Fiverr. So I thought someone's wanted me up here, and it was just he wanted me to read the script on Spartacus. So I was alright, okay. So I read the script, and he was over the moon. Like literally, like, dude, this is better than what I thought it was going to be. So I was like, oh, sound. Left me a nice review, and then nothing since then. It's just like I was expecting to wake up the next day and it'd be like, 500, like the Fiverr gig had blown up, but it's a.
And I gave his name out because we just recently did another video together. We just did another one recently for my aunt, my uncle's house, and a bunch of real estate agents were like, "Who's that voice? Whose voice is that? I want his name." I gave it to at least 20 real estate agents, and he didn't get anything off of that. Not one. Yeah.
You know what you could consider, and I say this with all seriousness. I don't know what the actual industry is like because I've never really. Like, I know there's erotic books, but I don't know if there's erotic audio books, but I reckon there's probably a thing for, like, ladies who like the full-on English voice of, audiobooks in the erotic form.
And does Mr. Darcy...
I fucking love you, man. You always get to what's really important. Right into it, and I love it.
Hey, sex sells and people like an accent.
Yes, 100%. I agree with you.
As she was lying on the bed, I strolled into them. There probably is, you know what I mean? There probably, but I just need to get a few more. I want to have 6 Fiverr gigs. Another one I'm going to do is podcast editing because it's dead easy and dead simple. It's just a case of chopping little bits up, adding a few filters on, making it sound pretty, putting a bit of magic into it and sending it back. You literally you'd have it done within 10-15 minutes. And then
can you do me a favor and can you start a new trend of not going overboard with that fucking radio sound that everyone does in podcasts, going it's just
the 1970s like
yeah, and then they filter it in, they filter it out, and like it does my head in.
It is a thing, isn't it? That is like
especially in some of Dusty's things and some of Owen videos, like intro audios on their podcasts and whatever. I'm like, do you have to make it sound so radio?
Yes, they do.
You don't want everything to be like a radio, you mean, Beanie? You don't want everything to sound like this. Like, I'm from the 60s and I'm trying to sell you something that you don't really want to buy. You don't want that.
But those two are smart and they know what sells. So maybe that's exactly what they need it to sound like, because what people, I mean, you may not like it, but the mass majority might love it. So it's kind of like K-pop. I don't understand it, but it sells a lot of shit.
Like Devlin and Boss.
The radio effect in auditions is probably one of the easiest ones to do. Because you
can do it in Final Cut Pro.
you just
think it's that sound effect in Final Cut Pro.
You just
Let's just say
rolling off.
those sound effects are a bit like Bevelin in Boss.
Yeah.
Look, Mike has just scorned you then with his look. Oh, you've just been banned from over the pond, young man. But no, I just think the podcasting editing one, it would be, make your podcast sound 10 times better. Even with bad audio, you can make it sound a lot better. So, but no, it's
like you do the right thing. You seem to be able to remaster anybody to sound much better than they did before.
I just watched a load of videos, and I'm still like massively learning. I mean, there's loads. It's like Photoshop. It's like literally, editing audio is the same as editing a video. It's like, you can put too much light on it. You can make it sound just horrible by adding too much. You know what I mean? Because I watch loads of like some Mike Russell and things like you watch loads of videos and you okay, well, I'll try that, I'll try this, and then it's like it just doesn't sound right, and you take a couple of the filters off and it's like that sounds better, but everyone's voice is different as well. So, but it's actually enjoyable. I mean, I was going back to what Dan said. It's I've kind of stumbled into something that I never thought I'd do with doing it with Christina, and it's like I actually enjoy it. I'd rather be shoved in my little 1 meter by 1 meter box all weekend than stand in a DJ booth. Yeah, it's crazy. It's just it's more enjoyable.
And you're good at it. I mean, that's the benefit, right?
Yeah. The problem,
and you're good.
The only problem with me is reading. I couldn't do an audiobook because it would. If I was to do an audiobook, by the time I'd finished and got it over to them, the second edition would be out.
I understand that.
Because I've never read a book in my entire life.
Yeah, and reading to yourself is different to reading out loud. I can't read out loud properly either.
He does this thing. I watched him do it. He'll be like, in the custom cabinetry, in the custom cabinetry, in the custom cabinetry. Like he'll do it. Like he'll keep doing it.
Do a click to you.
Yeah, he does a click every time he does the next. So
What's
he
the
knows.
click about?
So the audio.
Yeah, so when you're watching the audio, I mean, I don't click now because I was making that many mistakes. I'd come out of the box and my fingers would be killing me, and that's no word of a lie. I'd be like, oh, why are my fingertips so sore? So when I mess up now,
dog trainers.
That's what I'm going to buy. Yeah, I've seen it on one of Booth Junkie videos, but now I've started going because that doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
Doing that, it just doesn't hurt. So yeah, when you mess up, you
50 million times it will start hurting.
You see the spike, in the audio, so you know exactly right. Anything before that spike is crap.
Yeah. The problem is if you know Neil though, because you're expecting the fucking cabinetry is what you're expecting to come out.
Do you know what that word? I mean, I'd say Christmas before,
and it's not fucking, it's fucking.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, if you want to be proper, it's fucking. This damn fucking cabinetry. Before Christmas, before me and Christina done that original video, the funny one, I had never in my entire life used the word cabinetry.
And he made me he's like, do you mean to say this? Is there another way to say this? And I'm like, cabinetry? No, it's just cabinetry. He's like, I can't say custom cabinetry.
I had to train myself to say cabinetry because
now it's nothing.
No, I physically could not say cabinetry. It wouldn't come out. It was like what is this fucking damn evil word? Who uses this word? It was just, it was horrible. It was so horrible to use.
Not even cabinet makers use the word cabinetry. They don't. My dad's he used to be a cabinet maker. Never used that word.
It's cupboards.
Maybe in England, yes, but in the United States, cabinetry is a word. That is a word that cabinet makers make. They that's what they do. They make cabinetry.
Right, hang on. We talking about words, right?
Okay, just spell it. Spell the word. Who left? Matt B left?
Matt B, yeah.
Okay, I'll spell the word. I'll spell the word, and then I will ask one of you to say the word. So the word, the letters are SOLDER.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So what is it, Mike?
Folder.
Okay.
S.
Solder.
S as in
S.
Sam.
Oh, solder.
Okay.
Michael?
Dan Norton, how do you say that word? SOLDER.
Like soldering.
Solder, solder,
Yeah, that's it.
solder.
Yeah.
That's the American way to say it.
The Americans that can't pronounce anything correctly.
Yeah, it's like aluminium. Yeah.
He thought I was
and-
absolutely insane. He's like, "What did you just say?" I'm like, "We dropped the L silent." He's like, "What the fuck? No, it's not silent. There's a letter there." And
Well,
I'm
it's
like,
all right. You guys say herb and we say herb. I mean, come
I
on.
say herb.
Yeah,
and
but
I say rubbish too.
Herb, because the letter's there.
it's not the fact that you drop. It's not the fact that you drop the L. It's that you then replace the O for an A.
Yeah.
So it's a silent A, but with a masked. It's a silent L with a masked A.
And
Well,
I
it's
think
not
he thought that I
Dan
was,
Solderholm. It's Dan Solderholm.
but see, I think he thought I was saying it incorrectly, and I'm like, "That's how Americans say it." He's like, "No." I'm like, he kept messing with me, so now he knows for sure Americans say it that way.
It's like the first time I heard an American say aluminum, and it's like, you what?
Yeah.
It's aluminium. No, aluminum.
Yeah, that aluminium.
No, that's
An
not true. We just say tinfoil. Then we don't have to deal with it.
It's aluminum.
It's aluminium.
Who
It's
just said
aluminum.
tinfoil?
It's
No, it's
aluminium.
aluminium.
No, they say aluminium.
It's aluminium.
Yeah.
You say,
Al-
Yeah.
you say aluminum foil?
Aluminium. No, we say
That's what-
tinfoil.
No, we said tinfoil, yeah.
Say tinfoil.
I was gonna say it's aluminum foil.
But yeah, that
No, we don't
completely.
say aluminium foil, we say tinfoil.
Yeah, tinfoil.
I used to not be able to say the word genre. That
Genre.
word was like the hardest word to say was genre. I don't know why.
I think
And
dyslexia
niche,
goes
and
down as a
niche.
good one.
But it was because I was sitting here the other night and I was soldering something, and I said, right, I'm gonna go and solder this, and she was like, "You doing what?" I was like, I'm soldering the wire," and she was like, "What's soldering?" And I was like, "I got the soldering," and she was like, solder. What do you call it?
Solder.
Solder. And I was like,
soldering iron. It's a soldering iron.
That's
It's not
exactly
a
what it
it's not a soldering iron. It's a soldering iron.
Soldering iron.
if it's not a soldering iron,
The
why
English
is it?
say soldering. There's an L in there, and I was harassed
Neil
for 2 days
says
straight.
soldering.
Yes.
Well, I say soldering because it is SOLDERING. It's not SAR ding. It's solder. It's like
So, because it says soldering, when you sell a house, do you sold the house or do you sold?
I get paid.
That's all she
Are
cares
you sure
about.
it's not pod?
This is what we were going. This was the line we were going down, and it was just like, I'm going now. Bye.
It's the problem with the way that the world is, like the pronunciation. I mean, the English
That's the problem
language.
with Americans.
They're very uncouth.
Well, we say advertisement. You guys say advertisement, probably, right, or whatever.
Advertising.
Yeah, advertisement.
Okay,
Advertisement.
How do you say salmon? Like the
What you
fish.
said
You say
Salmon.
salmon?
Salmon.
I hate when people put
You don't
salmon.
say salmon.
Damn it.
No, we say
I mean,
salmon.
that's what they're saying. You should say though.
Well,
because
you
it's
the
not
L
there.
silent. The
I know the L
silent.
silent. You can't say that. What are you doing?
Well, hang on. Okay. Right. We will get over the fact that there's a silent L.
You're
What?
still worried about that.
No, hang on. We will get over the fact there's a silent L. Right. What about the O? Fucking explain the O. How can you make an A? How can you make an A sound out of an O with a silent? So soldering has got a silent L, but we also replace the O letter for the A. We miss out the L because that's not there, but we replace the O for an A. but not when we're spelling it, just when we say it.
So you want me to go soda is what you want me to do. That's what people drink in the
Soda.
north. They drink soda.
No, not
Soda.
soda, solder.
I left the L out like he
Well-
wants me to. Put the O and put the
See, technically, if Christine was to sell a house, sold is SOLD. So in America, it'd be sad.
sad.
I am sadding houses everywhere.
That house was sad.
I can sad your house for you all day long. It's a shithole.
Like the one she showed on Discord.
Oh my god, that
Oh, that was a
of
thing.
despair.
who lived in that house?
Who lived in
Honestly,
a house like
The
this?
best thing about that house, the best part of that house.
Can I just ask one question?
Uh-huh.
Right. When did you go to Uncle Dan's to take them photos? Just when did you meet up with Uncle Dan?
The best part was not the hole in the floor in the kitchen. It wasn't the fact that all the wiring was actually extension cords from other plugs around the house. It wasn't the fact that the ceiling fans were hanging on strings and were being held up by special hooks. It wasn't the fact that half of the house was sinking. It wasn't that. It was in the single car garage was a 2-year-old BMW.
Wow.
Oh my God.
You can tell what they spent their money on.
Fully loaded BMW.
Yeah, but you can
How
get
much do you know about that house?
How much do I know about that house? It was going
Yeah.
into foreclosure. It was a foreclosure. They were in pre-foreclosure. They were trying to sell it before the bank foreclosed.
Because they owned a
Before it fell
BMW.
apart.
yeah.
But they could buy a BMW.
Yeah, because
but
they haven't been
can't
paying the
take it out.
mortgage. They haven't decorated since the
That's
40s.
right.
You can
And the
tell what they
roof-
spent their money on the
The
car.
roof was squirrels had nested underneath all the shingles and all around the chimney was you could just see from the street. You could see where the squirrels had chewed all the way around that from the chimney. Whatever
Yeah, the
that.
facade.
Thank you.
Are we?
Yeah.
I'm sure they weren't a drug dealer or something.
And then there was holes at the
Probably
bottom.
was. Probably was.
No.
No?
Are we doing a video for this house?
No.
Oh, thank fuck for that.
I can
I
imagine.
won't be able to do a video for it anyway.
Fuck this.
From the street, when you parked from the street, when I was sitting in the car and I'm looking, I could actually see because the hardy board or whatever the board was that was there, masonite, had rotted, and you could see into the living room from the street.
That's air conditioning in the UK.
People lived there. There was no air conditioning, and
That's where the house had a breeze.
I
Yeah.
want you two to make a video on that house and put it on Chaos.
Christina has actually had this idea, and she keeps saying it all the time. She was like,
Gotta do it.
I want you to do a video on a house that it can be whatever house she
You
films.
can't walk through that, can you? Oh my God.
we did. We walked through it, but the thing is, I have to have it listed. It has to be my listing. I can't walk through
Oh,
somebody's
I gotcha.
random house and
I
do a
gotcha.
video like this and have it published because I
Apparently
can't.
someone else has walked through it plenty of times.
Well, yeah. I mean, I would not put my dog in that house, and
Wow.
people live in that house.
I think they cook in
Neil
it.
doing the script for it. Fuck it. This house is a pile of shit.
Yeah. As we enter the piss-ridden property.
The termite infested shithole.
Yes.
You smell the wafting smells of cat piss of years past.
Yeah, the reminiscence of semen and dead bodies extrudes from every orifice of this house. The kitchen is lightly decorated in a sperm coating.
Shiny.
A shiny, crusted-on sperm coating with a splattering of Uncle Mabel's blood. She was murdered in the kitchen just not so long ago and buried in the backyard.
Please
Com-
do that
Which
in the
is
video.
perfect for your flower gardens. Great.
Like that show Hoarders. You ever watch Hoarders?
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, that makes me feel like a better person about myself. There's 2 shows that I watch that I'm like, oh my God, I'm not a disgusting, horrible person. One of them is My 600-Pound Life, and the second one is Hoarders. Watch those 2 things, I'm like, I am winning at friggin' life right here.
I
literally
used to watch
eat
Jeremy
during that
Cold, so I didn't feel so bad about my life.
Oh no,
I love it.
Hoarders is just. We've got an English version, and
This is horrible.
it's just. It's like, why do you need 43,000 carrier bags with shit in them?
I like
Yeah,
the ones where
I
they
guess
have
I need a
cats.
garage sale because I got all that too. No, I'm just kidding.
Did you see the lady who hoarded cats? And when they
Yes.
started, and when they actually started taking out her house, the
Unbelievable.
cats poop and pee had actually burned through the subfloor of the house.
Yeah.
And then they were like finding like crusted over pancaked cats, like stacked on top of itself. They had died in there and just rotted in their house.
Yeah.
True
There was
story.
one on rats. Like the whole house was rats. Like that was his pets. Like there was so many rats. They were like in the mattress. Like
Oh
they
my
ate away
God.
the inside of the mattress. It was disgusting.
Hey, people gotta eat.
I guess that's a good massage for you sleeping or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
One day the rats didn't bite him or eat him or do anything to him.
That's weird.
No, because he was feeding them homeless people.
Because it
Yeah, that's
felt
true.
like fun after a time. So.
Yeah, rats are really clever. But true story. Where my mum lives in a street, and they all kind of think they're a little bit better than everybody because they live in this certain street. It's a nice street, you know. The houses are nice. A couple of months back, went to see my mum, and she was like, "Oh God, last night." I was like, "Well, what happened last night?" It was like big news. What happened? She said, there was all these flashing lights about 11 o'clock, so they go outside. They'd actually raided one of the houses in the street because, and the next door neighbour had complained about the smell. The woman had something like, it was something ridiculous, like 42 dogs in this house, right? But that's not the funny bit. The funny bit was the police, right? The British constabulary had blocked either end of the street up, right? With a police car, top and bottom. Just the road bit. Not the pavements, just the road, right? Expecting all these animals not to get past the police cars. My mum said she came outside and there was just fucking dogs running everywhere with police officers trying to like gingerly catch these dogs because they didn't want to get bit, and then standing there looking confused on how they got past the police cars because they'd blocked the road with them. It was like a sketch out of a comedy show.
Oh dear.
But yeah,
the
they've-
joys of our police force.
But they've had to, the guy who owns the house, he's had to literally rip the house apart. They've moved out now, the tenants, and he's had to take floorboards up and everything. You can
Oh, but
imagine.
he's pissed.
Oh yeah,
No, the dogs did that.
yeah, the dogs did it.
Well said.
But can you imagine? Can you imagine living next door to something like that?
No.
My auntie does actually.
I have 3 dogs, so
I mean, I've got 3 cats, but they go and shit in other people's gardens. But we don't another true story. Actually, we got neighbours moving next door over the weekend. I actually sent them a welcome to your new home card, and I actually put on the inside. I do have 3 cats. They are little bastards, and they will shit in your garden. I do apologise about them.
Is that the reason why you got called passive aggressive?
No, I got called passive aggressive because one of the guys who works in the bar, me and the manager, we always fight over music. He thinks he knows what should be played in the bar, and I play what I want
Yeah.
because it works. And the fact that I've been there for like 14 years and we still make more money every single Saturday, more than the previous Saturday, or we're hitting target. So every bank holiday weekend, we always go down the like old school 90s dance route. We have done for years, and it just happens on a bank holiday Sunday, and we play that. So this bank holiday Sunday, he messaged me. He's the type of shithouse person that doesn't come down and speak to you directly, even though he's only like 40 foot away from you. He'll text you. So he texts me, this is a bit heavy for this time of the night. So I just text him back, fuck off. So one of the bar staff, he'd sent one of the bar staff over and said, Chris said, could you change the music? So I get on the microphone and said, you know, Sunday night, blah, 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 doing it my way, because my way works. And he turned around and went, oh, you are so passive-aggressive. And I was like, why? So, yeah, I found it, I was quite insulted that I was so passive-aggressive, but it's just, people that come and tell you how to do what you've been doing for X amount of years, it just doesn't wash with me, especially when they're like a 22-year-old brand new to the club scene or bar scene manager and think they're going to reinvent the wheel.
Yeah, I had a similar thing years ago when I was down the loft. We had a bloke take over management for a couple. He was only down the temporary for a couple of weeks, and within a couple of weeks he said, "Oh yeah, bringing in a couple of new DJs, going to try and freshen up the place." All right, no problem. When do you want me to start? Oh no, you're not going to be on. Right, okay, not a problem. Well, we'll come down and support. We literally came down. We saw two blokes standing behind the decks. No one was in the club. And
that sounds like some of the clubs I've been to.
We were outside talking to the bouncers, and they were like, "Mate, since like he's taken over, it's like we haven't seen anybody since like 8:30 at all." And like the DJs were actually putting people off for going in because they weren't playing anything that anybody actually knew or sounded any good, and it was just like, you do know you're ruining this place. And you went, "Oh yeah, don't worry, we're just trying stuff out." Yeah, the other place is trying stuff out, and they've got a full place. It's the ridiculous like kids.
But that doesn't just happening. I mean, that seems to happen. That's everyday life now. I mean, even YouTube. I mean, you get. I mean, Christina, I don't know how many people you've told me about this guy who's just started selling houses, and you'd think he fucking sold the first house in the world.
Nah.
Because he knows everything, you know, and it's like, you know, I am still new to YouTube. I don't know everything, but I don't confess that I know everything. I don't know everything about crypto, you know. That's why I've postponed going live, because I don't think I know enough. But it's like, you get people who've been doing it for 5 minutes, and then all of a sudden they are the, you know, they're the messiah of what they, you know, what they can do, and then all of a sudden they can go and train everyone, they can help everybody, they can judge everybody, and it just
$100 courses.
Yeah, and then, you know, telling you that you've got 6-figure incomes and things like that, and but it's just, there's always got to be someone that is just better, but they just haven't done it for the amount of time. I don't get it. I really don't understand people like that at all.
I don't like bullshit, and that's what happens to us in the real estate world. Sell us bullshit all the time, and that's like they're always like, they always have the magic tool, the new way to capture leads. This is the greatest, latest way to do this, and I am so like, and now they always want you to hire a virtual assistant. So there's those virtual assistant, and I get 1,000, you know, messages, DMs, emails for virtual assistants. I mean, it's just like, why do we need all this stuff? You know, like, I don't know. We get bamboozled. I swear, real estate agents probably spend more money and don't do anything with what they just spent their money on. More than any other business, because they were like, oh well, this system is supposed to work. Well, you have to use it, you know, and none of them use it, and they're like, that didn't work. I'm like, well, did you do everything in it? Well, no. I'm like, well, you gotta it doesn't work by itself. It isn't just because you paid for it. It works.
That's what they want, though. They want that thing that works by itself.
They do, but
big red magic button that just goes work
done. But that was easy. That easy button. Remember that? You probably don't remember that commercial if you're not. If you're
Staples, easy button.
Yeah, the easy button.
Everyone's an expert now, which annoys me.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Everybody's got the answers.
It's just everybody is an expert. I've just invited Doug. He's at work. Wink, wink, face.
It's
at work.
Somebody watches a Gary Vee video, and all of a sudden they're a motivational speaker. You know? That's the one that kills me.
The only thing I take from Gary Vee videos because he does trash talk, which I find that funny as hell. It's him basically going around garage sales, picking shit up and selling it on eBay. And he just says, if you want to do this, do it. Get outside your house, go and buy shit, sell shit, be done, happy. And it's like, what about fuel? You take that in consideration. This is your business. Sell shit, done.
Can I just say, GM Lollies or Stories for Children TM is in the chat. How did you come across this strange assortment of folk?
She's one of Matt's followers.
Ah.
Ooh.
Oh.
GMA Lolly Stories for Children TM.
They've come down a dark route.
I thought it was
I
one of
know
Matt's
her.
followers.
Oh. Eric, modern day tech knows him.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
She's needy. I think she follows Patty too.
Patty. Our Patty. I miss our Patty.
I've missed Patty today.
We're in a bunch of little circles.
Yeah, I've missed Patty today. So, Beanie, when's your next video coming out?
Next year.
Interestingly enough,
Ooh. You didn't hear that then.
Yep, 2 of them on my normal channel, and once I because
one on the Sex Talk channel.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a Minecraft thing. You guys wouldn't understand.
Do you play Minecraft? I know Doug plays Minecraft because I often notice him in Discord, and it's like Doug Houston playing Minecraft.
There's a guy that I've been you might have seen him in some of the the Nick chats, the D chats. A guy called Sweeney Dunstan.
Yeah,
I've been hanging out on his Minecraft server, and just he's actually kind of got me back into the whole playing the game. But because I was also my gaming channel, I haven't done anything in 10 months, and I'm like, I could probably chuck on some Minecraft videos on there. It doesn't take much to edit a gaming video like it does a drawing video. So I'm just like, oh yeah, chuck together some videos and see if anything sticks. I don't care if it grows or not. So it's not like all these other games how do I grow my channel? I'm not growing. I'm just like, I don't care if I grow.
Yeah,
it's a hobby.
And that's fun. That's the fun part.
Did you know that Minecraft is the now going on engine, which are blockchain servers?
How about that?
Yeah, Minecraft is starting to move its servers over to a blockchain company called Engine Coin. They're starting to they're starting to move over. Everyone's going into crypto.
Hey,
you should make a video on that. Actually,
I was gonna say that sounds like a great idea for a video.
Do you know what? I've been talking.
And Minecraft has actually hit 10 years old too.
Yep.
That's a bit like me.
10-year anniversary this year.
I was actually talking to my life coach the other day, and we were talking about needing to basically schedule. My life coach was telling me we need to schedule, and I need to because I've gotten this routine of sort of getting up in the morning, making a cup of tea, sitting down at the computer, and then that's like.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then you look at your watch and it's like, oh man, where did them 5 hours go? And I've done nothing whatsoever. Yeah. I'm wondering why I put 2 stone on. I'm like a big fat bastard. And
porn.
It means I'm not even watching porn. I wouldn't mind if I was doing something productive or getting some form of physical exercise, but there's nothing going on. So I've actually bought a whiteboard. And I've nailed it on the box. And I went out and bought Sharpies today, and I've done all my little lines and all my pretty pictures. And I'm setting up my whole week.
Well, all successful people need a whiteboard.
Well, I've got the whiteboard. Whether I will be successful is another story. But no, it's you don't realise how much time you waste. The main time I waste is getting up in the morning. It's literally getting up in the morning and coming down, and it's breaking that morning routine. I need to stay away from the computer in the morning. So I've actually done alarms on my phone. I've set up my whole calendar, like get up, go to gym, come back, then you can sit down and do what you want.
Right.
But it's just working it all out. But I sat there the other day and I literally rattled off 5 videos that I want to do. One of them was on the Minecraft servers. So it's I've just got
video content. I still don't know what Matt's going to do with his YouTube channel. We've been waiting now for 3 episodes, Matt. Matt, you paid attention? What are you doing with your YouTube channel? What's on the Matt B channel? What's going to happen on Create?
I'd actually be curious to see him talk about like the last couple of months and sort of condensing it down to one really entertaining episode.
What's Matt B's
Why
future?
don't we collaborate on that one, Beanie? You and I will talk all about it. You can explain it all to me. What's happening on YouTube right now?
You're still not answering my question.
Yeah.
Create you,
Yeah,
Matt
carry
B.
on.
What's your next video? What's your next video going to be on, Matt?
Fuck if I know. I have no idea. like, honestly, I haven't given 2 shits about it in probably a month now.
Because you were flowing, you were doing the whole driving to work thing, and that was some of that was like really. It was like, oh, this is good. This is really. It was, and then it just fucking stopped.
Oh yeah, I was done with it.
It was like, has he lost his job? Has he crashed his car? Can he, has he lost his phone?
Some bearded gnome wanker that had something to do with all that.
It was what? No, he was
A bearded gnome wanker.
He wasn't doing videos with Mike.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, sorry.
I thought he jumped in one of your I thought he jumped in one of your live streams once.
Oh, do you know what?
Oh yeah, that did happen. Yeah,
Funny enough,
That's what I mean by bearded gnome wanker.
Right.
Ah, gotcha.
Funny enough that you mentioned that person. I was watching a live stream the other day, and I'm not going to mention who it was. I was watching a live stream the other day,
right, and
somebody mentioned this person, and then in the next breath, they were like,
He popped up?
No. In the next breath, they were like, I remember seeing him at a vid summit last year, and
Ooh, really?
I avoided him like the plague because he was just talking shit to everybody. And when you were like,
oh my god, dude!
I was like, I was shocked. I was genuinely shocked by the person who was telling the story, because it was like, that doesn't sound like you. You've either had a run-in with someone, or that just does not sound like you. It doesn't. It's talking about Vid Summit. Dan, are you going this year?
Me? You're Dan.
Sorry, I was just editing. Yeah, yeah, I'll be going.
Are you volunteering?
Or I do want to talk to Daryl. I do want to pitch him an idea for a live stream, which is something I want to talk to a couple of you about.
Because is he
video with people who've either bought tickets to go this year, or who are like either gonna get a virtual ticket because of that live stream, not because of me, but because of that entire live stream.
It's all because of you.
I'd make it because of you. I am.
That's right.
I am only going to Vid Summit because of you.
Thank you. So what I want to do is take some samples if any of you guys are willing, and whoever else. I don't know who else is doing this. I haven't figured this all out yet, but I want to be able to take a couple of people's like testimonials of like, hey, that live stream was significant to me going, and then see if I could pitch let's see if we could host a live stream. It's very similar to that, not 24/5, but maybe an hour before the everything starts, and like an hour or so after everything ends each night. Yeah. But make it more like a red carpet style kind of thing. Maybe some prepared interviews, some prepared people to take the live stream at specific points.
I like that. Live from the lobby.
Yeah, because I think it'd be really cool. It's you think about all these major like Oscars and all, they all have these red carpet things, and I'm not talking like fancy like that. I'm saying like literally rough with that camera and everything, because I think that's YouTube style. It's effective because you feel like you're there. But utilizing like, hey, we see who's coming in, bring some people in, have some people like scheduled to take over, so it's not one person doing it for freaking 8 hours.
You could even get a specific area set up with just a backdrop, pin it to the wall, get a couple of chairs, and just go, right, well, you're hosting the next hour, you're doing the next 2 hours.
Yeah.
Because like between like all of like the main speakers that were going on, me and Crypto, we were jumping into your live stream the whole time, and every time it was someone else was there, like you and Sean Cannell, you and this, and it was like the information that was coming from that live stream alone you didn't have to worry about the ticket. You learned a hell of a lot from that one live stream.
I
mean,
would have gone. There's no way I would have bought a ticket if you hadn't done the live stream.
I wouldn't.
You're the reason I bought a ticket.
If I had the money, you'd be the reason why I'd be going.
And I'll say I only bought my ticket, because of the 24-hour live stream. One, because I was like, I ain't fucking modding that again for another week. You can go fuck off.
I modded from my phone while I'm there.
Yeah, no, it wasn't that. It was like we had the virtual tickets, but I sort of. I mean, you see it yourself, and you know the people who were in there. I mean, when there was things going on in rooms, I was in the room for like 5 or 10 minutes, and I was like, poor fucking Dan's on his own here because everyone's gone vanishing on him. So he's still standing there with the camera. So I was like, and this is quite boring, this room. So I want to go and chat with Dan. And it was like, I'd just come back to you, and you'd be like wandering around, like, oh, Neil's back.
Yeah, well, dude, some of those spots were freaking rough, man. That was like sitting by the piano when like Gary Vee was speaking. I'm like, there's not a soul around here. What am I doing? You know, like, but I was handed the camera and I got to do something. There was no plan.
No.
I wasn't told I'd be doing any of that.
I was at that piano with you, mate, when Gary Vee was talking.
Yeah. And that was I never got to see a single session. I walked in for Justin Brown for 5 minutes because I had a break. I think maybe Viper took it.
The replays or anything like offered the replay? Oh, that's good.
Yeah, Volunteers got the replays, which was awesome. We also got the sneakers, which was awesome.
See, Aubrey, is that Milk or Mick?
Milk?
Not Mick.
What's Mick?
What the heck's Mick?
It's a silent L. She look at the face and she hates me now. She's doing that. You're a prick face. Look, that's definitely you're a prick face. You stupid English prick. But no, in all seriousness, I wouldn't have bought my ticket if it hadn't have been for that 24-hour live stream.
Yeah, so I've been thinking, I haven't come up with the total plan yet, but because I've been focused on my business. But I do want to do is create a video that I'm going to send to Daryl because I figure that's the way to do it. But to see if I can get a couple of you guys to say exactly what you said, just be able to record something rough, and I could throw it together in a video where I could be like, hey, I want to produce this for you. I've got to talk to David and Loria first because I know that was their rig, and see if they're still doing it because I want to make sure I got that live view and camera and stuff. But
who's that? Who's David and Loria? What were they?
Live streaming.
Streaming pros.
Yeah.
What were they?
Been around forever.
Were they live streaming from Vid Summit?
They were the ones running the live, like they were producing the virtual ticket live.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
And they were there. That was like their backpack and rig and camera and all that stuff. So
yeah,
which is cool.
It worked really well, really did. And
the
interaction between like Daryl's audience who couldn't buy a ticket and yourself was, like I said, between speakers, it was really good.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, do any of you know how many subscribers Livestream Pros had before that event?
No,
I'm not sure.
Also,
because that'd be another good selling point. How the 24-hour live stream helped boost them as well.
Also, out of curiosity, does anybody know? Because Daryl was collecting data, and he kept saying he's doing this for collecting. Yeah. Does anyone know the outcome of this collection of data?
I think it was. No. I think that was basically just to test to see if live streams hurt your channel or not.
Yeah, but he made up a separate channel for it, didn't he? He made up a. Didn't he?
It was on his channel.
Was it on his channel? Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he doesn't he's got enough numbers where he can actually if you just have a starting channel, that's not going to say anything. But with his numbers, they'll actually give you a real sort of indication whether a stream like that would actually have an impact on your channel or not. The growth afterwards.
It took something stupid like two weeks to upload the first video.
That was ridiculous. And the last one, funny, the last one hasn't gone up. Funny enough.
Yeah. No. I think that was the whole one I was on. I can't even share the video. Hey, here's the thing I was hosting for all these hours. None of it exists.
No, it doesn't.
It never happened.
Doug Houston is in the building, by the way, everybody.
Yeah.
Can
you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yep.
Lovely.
He's green screen again.
He's green
Yeah,
screen.
I'm out in nature because I don't want to sit at my desk.
Fair enough.
Who went then?
So you work one of those jobs where you don't have to sit at your desk and go out in nature?
I can get up and stretch my legs whenever I like.
Oh, Michael Daniels is gone, I think.
Yeah, Michael Daniels.
Right, yeah. It's weird when you look at the screen and someone disappears. It's like, who's gone?
Who was
And
that?
you don't actually know who's gone. I was like, Matt's
Shows
there.
how memorable we are.
Yeah, it really does. But have you decided whether you're going to Vid Summit yet, Doug?
I want to, so I'm just trying to get it together, basically. Yeah.
Michael Daniels actually sent us a message saying, "Have to run. See you guys later."
Ah, right, okay. Because
Vid Summit last year, that was in August, wasn't it?
no, October.
October.
Okay, because they had a sudden spike of something must have happened where they got a huge spike of 2.6 thousand subscribers in like a day.
I think that's when Daryl started talking about it.
Yeah. Yeah, and then it rapidly went up from there.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, because out of this collection of people, you're not going to Vid Summers, are you, Matt?
No.
No. So out of here, there's me, Christina, Beanie, Eric, Dan.
Do you not like conferences, Matt? Do you think they're silly or?
I think from a networking level, conferences are vastly usable.
Conferences.
Yeah, for nearly $1,000 at the end of the day for a YouTube conference sounds like a cash and grab to me. So the way I would look at it is, I mean, I think some of the live streams that came out of the lobby were fairly interesting. Some of the collabs that came out of the lobby were very interesting, but overall, I'm as an independent creator, how about this? As an entrepreneur, I would not dump $1,000 on fucking anything unless there was tangible, actionable, profitable results from that activity. So
my whole thing is that I spend about $500 a year to go to these real estate. $500 for a ticket to go to a real estate conference.
Right.
And I've done it for 10 years and I've learned absolutely nothing except for the first year I went to a real estate conference. And I said, instead of going to the real estate conference, I'm going to go to this because I've never been to a YouTube conference. And I really got a lot from the live stream. And I said, you know what? I want to be there. I want to see it. I want to experience it. If I learned nothing, at least I got to hang out with people that I didn't know before, you know?
Right. Right. And I think there is some value there, and it's one reason that I was kind of looking forward to what you guys were going to be doing here on the Creator Chaos. And I say I was hoping, I'm still hoping, I'm sorry, but
you can make anything at any time, Matt. Just, when you decide to make something, let us know.
Right. Exactly. It's the concept of creators assisting creators. I mean, there are networking groups for businesses. That fucking bird is annoying as fuck.
Who's bird?
I swear to God, that's got to be Neil. That's got to be Neil just being a dickhead. But there's a reason that networking conferences exist. Okay, so there's
ain't fucking me.
It is. Are you sure?
Yep.
All right.
I think it's Doug. Doug always seems to find birds.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm outside. I just muted.
Okay. But in any case, there's a reason those conferences exist for networking and whatnot. And there's value in that concept of speaking with other creators, entrepreneurs, whatever the case may be. I think what you guys do when you actually get into talking the meat and potatoes, as it were, of YouTube, it's a very valuable conversation. Now,
but you can't do that all the time, though.
Right, I'm sorry. Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, if you've ever been to a fucking networking conference, 30% of it is really talking about the business. The other 70% is jacking each other off. So whatever. It is what it is. I
don't have a penis.
Well, then you're stroking. I don't know. What would you call that?
You're just rubbing the bean.
Is that what it is? You're massaging the. I don't know. What do you do that?
Okay, just
Something
saying. I
about
don't.
me. Something about the bean.
I mean, this created chaos. This was literally just. This was created mainly as a bit of a hangout.
Basically, you and me had a chat about doing interviews with other people, and then you went, "Hold on, I've just got a better idea. We'll just do this instead."
Yeah, it was just it was kind of born, and it was like, we'll just do a kind of like Viper does, but on a more kind of relaxed level. Like we can talk about whatever, because
not talking at a really high, stupid level all the goddamn time. No, but yeah,
because
and we wanted it to be very relaxed. That was our whole.
I mean,
thing. We wanted it to be so damn serious because sometimes people get into this and you're like, shut the fuck up, like.
Sometimes
we don't need to talk about thumbnails. We already fucking know this shit,
Yeah, sometimes there's no YouTube to talk about, and the genuinely isn't that, and I don't think there's. I think if we solely talk about channel growth and YouTube growth and going further in YouTube, I think if we spoke about that every week, it would just be like, fuck.
I'd be going to bed a lot earlier on a Tuesday. Let's put it that way.
So from next week, we're just talking about YouTube.
Oh shit.
No, but me and Mike were talking before in Mike's live stream. We were talking about some of the funny shit that's happened. The likes of the flus and the likes of the black hole thing, that just stupid, childish, rubbishy crap things. And it's like, we're not doing it. Yeah, we're not doing this.
Sometimes it's good just to take the piss out of YouTube.
Yeah, we're not doing it to gain numbers or subs or monetize. It's literally just
we're not saving lives over here.
No. The fact that it's live is just it's just like a meet down the pub, but everybody else is watching kind of thing. But I mean, sometimes it's great when we do talk YouTube and when there is interesting stuff, but YouTube's not that interesting all the time, is it? And it's not.
Unless there's drama going on.
Yeah, unless there's like.
Oh, like Sister James Charles and Tati, the makeup thing. That was major
news.
Pro Jared. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Christian.
That guy was a child molester and still didn't lose as much subscribers as Sister James Charles.
I know.
But hopefully he's lost a lot more than subscribers.
Huh?
That's wild. That's insane.
I know.
The Christian Reddy sub count, that was a wild week.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's there's just, but
Christmas was a good one.
Christmas was a good one, yeah. But we were talking about this before, and it was just like some of the stupid things that have gone on. There's somebody,
It's because I was talking about because people asked me to do like 1,000 subscriber like Q&A thing, so I'm doing that. And one of the questions was, what was your funniest moments being on YouTube? And it's literally this stream. The Creative Chaos thing is the funniest thing that happens to me on mine, because all mine is just gaming crap, basically. With this, it's just whatever happens, and it's normally a good laugh.
But the mad thing about this is that someone can literally, and to be fair, it's normally Matt comes up with a comment or mentions something, and it's like, boomf, out of nowhere, it's gone in a completely different way, and it's like everyone's engaged in conversation about a certain subject. You know what I mean? That's it. And then next thing, Patty can pull some magical instrument out, and everyone's like,
yeah.
That's the beauty about no structure. Plus, I fucking hate the police.
That was random.
Well, thank you for that.
How do you really feel?
Telly?
Just asking.
That was completely random.
That was totally necessary.
Yeah. I'm just trying
and no, you're absolutely right, dude. And I think for that reason, there is great value in what you guys are doing here. There really is. I like that it's not always like diving deep into the YouTubes. It doesn't have to be. But I still think it is a good community for people to be a part of where they can get that support, because I think a lot of people, dude, a lot of young creators need that shit, man. I'm sorry, they just do.
I think a lot of older creators need it as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I would not say you're wrong at all.
I mean, even you're looking at it now. I mean, I've been doing this 12 months, but you look at the likes of Beanie, you know, yourself, Christina, Doug, you know, Eric's been doing it for years. You know, Dan's been doing it for years. The amount of knowledge that is in this group of people now. If one person come into the chat and went, I'm starting a brand new YouTube channel, can you give me some advice? It'd be like, fuck, we're going to be here till 9 a.m.
Right, exactly.
It's going to be a long day.
And we're going to be here forever, and this guy is going to walk away from this group of people because everyone will tell him something different and everyone will give them valuable knowledge, but we're going to be here for hours. But that you're guaranteeing
pass them on to hybrid.
in 6 months. In six months'
Only
time.
if they're under the age of 14.
Wow, that makes him sound like Gary Glitter.
Oh God.
But it's I'm just, and that day will, you know, it will happen. Someone will come in and they'll be like, "Can you review my channel?" It's like, yeah, well, okay, we will.
Yep, pull it up. Yep,
Yeah, and it was
I just want to be a fly on the wall when that happens.
I just want to go ham in and leave your ego on the floor, because you're not going to have an ego once you come out of it.
You might not even have a channel left.
No, you'll just delete it.
Didn't we do this like we did this with a couple of channels before, didn't we? We just pulled them up and just went, "Oh shit, it's great."
We did that at Christmas because somebody did ask us to look at their channel, and it was literally, we were like, "This is fucking shit."
Oh God.
Yeah, and it was literally like, do you remember that guy that used to do the honest reviews? I think it was Create You. He used to do reviews on channel when he used to. I can't remember the guy's name. It was that long ago. But
he used to make pretty good content too.
He did, yeah.
Kind of quit.
He did quit. I think it was mental health problems. I think it was.
Oh.
But no, it was kind of like the way you do it, but in like a. It was like taking your kid to an unfair ground. We done it, and not a fairground, an unfair ground. You know what I mean? The type of place where they will get abducted or they will get injured. It was kind of like that. It was we were a bit mean, but it wasn't that we were mean for just being mean.
Honest.
It was just honesty, and like we keep saying over and over again, honesty now is classed as like it's the bad. You can't be honest with people anymore.
Yeah. I sort of draw the line at that on even Nick's Discord. It's just I have to be honest with people, because if it sucks, it sucks. You know, you can't give people false hope, because if you do, you'll end up like Chops. You know, the kid on the Discord, he was just like, "Yeah, no, it's cool. You should definitely roll with this." It's like, mate, you don't know what you're fucking talking about. You're shit at this. Don't do it. And then he would just carry on and on. It's just like, you know what? No, just shut up.
I didn't even pay much attention to that. I just saw some graphics like that shit.
Yeah.
People just don't listen nowadays. They don't. I mean, that's one thing that I will say that I have actually done. I've listened to people when they've, maybe not everybody, you know, maybe not Christina and Beanie when they decided to change all my thumbnails one night. Maybe I didn't listen then. But there's, you know, I'll be man enough. I'll be honest. But the majority of information and the majority of things that people have told me within YouTube, I've listened to, because I don't know what I'm doing. So it's like, these people do, but it's the people that don't know what they're doing, but don't listen to the people that know what they're doing. They're the ones that piss me off.
Yeah.
I just don't like when people give advice and they're shitheads when they do it. You know, like they're like, well, this, I don't even know where to start. I mean, you're a mess. Your channel is an absolute goddamn mess. When they start off like that, you're like, hey.
Yeah, but kind of you want that sometimes.
Yeah,
it's entertaining.
I had that.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
You need to do a lot of stuff with your channel.
You make that sound like cuddling before rape.
Oh,
Yeah, well, you know, call it what you want.
But if
Your
anyone,
first channel art featured in that best bits a couple of
oh
weeks
mate,
ago.
if anybody at the time would have said to me that is shite, I would have bought tickets and I would have hunted them down. I would have killed them because I thought, and yeah, you probably do get a lot of people like this. So honesty's good up to a point. I think, you know, it depends how we all laugh about it because we've all listened and learned it. But I think at first, if someone had been brutally honest with me at first, I wouldn't have been doing any YouTube. I'd have been like, right, that's not for me. Okay, what do we do next?
And now you're the one who wants to give me that
The
advice.
honest thing was what changed my channel was with when Nick like first looked at my channel. He just went, "No, you got to change this." And it was like, shit. I thought I knew what I was doing, and yeah, that helped because it pushed me in the right direction to like carry on doing what I'm doing.
What's the single biggest thing that you've been told? I mean, this is for everyone. What's is the one single thing that you can go, right? Well, I done that, and
I'd say playlists.
Yeah.
I don't know much about playlists because YouTube don't really make it. But think about it. Like, how often have you accidentally found yourself in a playlist and watched more than a few videos and go, oh, wait, I'm in a playlist. I didn't know much about playlists and I made up a whole... I didn't even know you could give a description to a playlist.
No, but I didn't know you could give a description to a playlist until Andrew Can reviewed my channel not so long ago, and he was, this playlist hasn't got a description, and I was like, really? So you can
How did you think people found your playlist? Because your description of the playlist operates for a keyword search.
He did.
Right, but we just thought you just title them, and
Yeah,
we thought that people were coming to our channel. They're looking, for instance, real estate advice. So you just title it, buying home tips. You didn't think about the description part because you already think they're on their channel looking for that kind of information.
Well, I just classed the title as the description because the title was, like say mine, it was like the top 100 cryptos.
Right.
Kind of not more. There's not much more I can kind of add to that. But there's so much more for SEO. For me if I said to you, I've got a playlist there, it's the top 100 cryptos. There's not one person in there that wouldn't know what the hell I was talking about. It says what it says on the tin. It's a collection of the top. But for SEO and Google and search, I didn't know that you'd have to then go into that and then give it a full description. I didn't know, and I'm only talking a couple of months ago.
That's wild, man. That is wild. And I guess it's simple stuff like that to me makes a show like this very valuable if someone knew where to find it.
Yeah.
It's not the big shit. People get hung up on the big shit way too much, right? Yeah. And when it's really more of the nuance, it's more of the detail, right? So everybody wants to focus on like, oh, well, what kind of camera, what kind of lighting? These are big items. These are massive components, right? When really some very minimal elements can get you by to produce some decent quality.
Yeah.
Where the real nuances is in a little bit more of some of the technical details. Again, this is excluding you as the creator, your personality, and all that. But yeah, man, like that's why I see the value of a show like this.
It was
just a chance to bullshit as creators,
It was weird. Now you talk about you were saying that about about the cameras and all the fancy stuff. I was listening to because I was doing loads of work on the van today, so I was listening to Dusty's podcast. The Creator Hub, is it?
Yeah,
YouTube Creator Hub's podcast.
I was listening. I was listening to that today, and I must have listened to 5 podcasts because I was just literally working on the van. So I listened to Christina. I listened to the one with BitBoy. I listened to the one with Nick Nimmin. I listened to the one with Dan Courier. And there was somebody else I listened to as well. But the Nick's one. Nick said something, and they were saying, they were talking about equipment, and he was like, nobody's got an excuse. If you have got a cell phone,
Yeah.
you can do anything with that cell phone.
Yeah.
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 You can upload video, you can make thumbnails, you make titles, you make a YouTube channel. You don't need all the fancy stuff. And then, like you've just said, then going into your channel and just doing the fine tuning and like sort of like what Beanie just said, but there's so much stuff like that it's that is interesting, because I didn't know you could title playlists.
That one thing. Actually, D gets really pissed off about it on his stream as well, and it started to rattle me in Nick's Discord, where they say I've only got a cell phone, and it's like, you've got a computer in your pocket.
Right.
Fucking learn to use it, then you can carry on doing all this.
Yeah,
stuff.
it's not the 90s.
Use for it anymore. Unfortunately.
Yeah. To play devil's advocate, though, a lot of those kids, they probably only have like $50 cell phone. Like, granted, they're like phones like this. This one only cost me $250, but back like maybe about a year or two ago, you wouldn't have been able to do much with the phone because you've only got so much storage. But nowadays,
dude,
I don't think people know what you can do with it.
I could guarantee that most of these kids are probably rocking iPhone 6 Pluses.
I was going to say, I don't know a single kid with anything under iPhone 7.
Yeah, because their parents pay for it.
But even grown adults will say, well, I don't like,
Right.
that's why I'm doing the course, because real estate agents say, well, I don't want to buy a fancy camera. I'm like, you don't have to. You have it in your pocket. Like, you can make listing videos with the camera you have.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can't wrap their brains around that, because they want it to look like the Hollywood production that they see on $1 million listing, but they're selling houses in Kentucky. You don't need a Ferrari pulling up in your listing video. Nobody gives a shit about that.
How good would it look in Kentucky though?
Yeah, I know, but I mean, but like I that's why I'm creating the courses that I'm doing, because I'm doing it for the regular average real estate agent that's selling houses in the $135,000 range, that aren't selling houses that are $1 million that need the fancy equipment. They just want their house to be shown nice,
I don't think a lot of people understand that it's possible, or it's too often they compare themselves to others who've gotten so much further. And that coming from the film world, that the same thing happened in film school. It's like you go through film school, you're working on these like major motion picture cameras and Panavision, and you're on all these sets, or maybe you're working on set. Then you go to start create your own thing. It's like, oh, dude, I need to have like all this major equipment and all this crew. But the reality is, you could work with what you have. Just so many people compare, because they think that's what you need to succeed. You need to look like Nick's channel or so-and-so's channel, but they don't realize what their beginnings were, because they don't go like look at their oldest video, and they don't think that it's possible or even understand how to do it. That's where I think the good majority.
If you strip it down and make it as easy as possible for people, and show them everything you can do from your phone, that's gonna be awesome. I don't know, like even making a thumbnail, you can do that from your phone. You don't have to have Photoshop.
Even if you take the biggest YouTuber out there, PewDiePie, he's in a box room using a box standard mic. Using a box standard webcam. He's probably a Brio or a C930, something like that. And he's using a Rode NT1A, 120 pound mic.
Yep.
He's like nearly 100 million subscribers.
Do you watch his content at all?
No.
Occasionally I do. I saw one when he was talking about Mr. James and Tati. I watched that one.
Yeah. Because I watch a lot of his videos now. The whole point of his channel now is he takes a piss out of how bad his quality is. Like that's kind of the meme that keeps the channel rolling for this last couple of hundred, million or two. Like he makes it like his quality on his webcam. Like apparently other people have the same webcam and they could get better quality. Like I don't know why your quality is so crap, and people are like, it's basically he's making the whole point. I don't know if he's making the whole point, but basically, if PewDiePie can have such crap quality and if you've got crap quality, you make it work for you by making a joke out of how crap it is.
Yeah.
I think his whole thing is that he's PewDiePie, and he could put out a video of him taking a poop, and people are still gonna watch.
He basically does. You know, his content is not great. It's not groundbreaking.
It's not breaking.
No, it's not groundbreaking. You know, it's not visually attractive content. But he's like the, I don't know. It's like, it's why do people still buy Puma trainers? Because they've been around for years. You know,
There are two examples when it comes to like when it goes from like bad quality but still making something good out of it. You've got Kevin Smith, who wrote Clerks, black and white film, almost student quality, one of his most renowned films that everyone's ever heard of, and it's still in black and white. That's how he filmed it. He didn't have the best stuff, but that's how he did it. And then you've got Mr. Beast, who for the first 100,000 subscribers on his channel used a fucking iPhone.
Yeah.
A fucking iPhone.
Well, there's
Not even an
fucking-
iPhone. He used the
It was the
iPhone.
better quality one at the time.
But there's people.
Basically, the message behind the video.
Yeah, there's people in Hollywood making full movies now on iPhones.
Yeah.
There's one director, isn't there, that's making.
Steven Soderbergh. He makes full-length films on iPhones.
on an iPhone, and it's like the people you don't need all the you don't need all the fancy shit mics and fancy shit cameras, and just do it. But I said that it was interesting listening to Dusty's podcast, and just that was the one thing that I come out of it, and it was Nick was like he was talking about it. I was like, man, that's like really it's true. You can get an iPhone with a lapel mic, and even Christina in her interview with Dusty as well, she was like, "Oh, the best thing I've ever done was get a lapel mic."
Yeah.
So you did listen. Look at her nodding there. So you didn't. I did listen, and that's what she was talking about, and it was crazy just listening. And it's little. It's them one little bits of information, like being like I'm gonna go. I will definitely be going into my whole playlist section tomorrow and looking at do I title it right.
Yeah.
Just
I'll tell
because
you another great investment for my phone. This little mic right here, go in my master closet. Like if I have a script and I was going to do a voiceover instead of hiring Neil, this thing connects to my phone, and it's really not bad. It's really not bad.
What's that thing? It looks cool. How much did it cost?
$35.
It looks like a snowball.
It looks boss, doesn't it?
It's by
It
Shure.
looks-
Yeah.
It's by
okay,
Shure.
Oh, that's why. It's
Sure.
Yeah, it's a Shure, and you plug it into your phone, and you can go into I'll go into my master closet. I sit on the floor because you don't have any sound, and you can read your whole script into your phone. I use just the voice memo app, and it records really, really, really nice, clear sound.
What's
So
that? What is that mic called? Do you know? Because I want one for somewhere here.
I can send you the whole thing. I don't know what kind of,
I'm running out of boxes because
It's got a hole to fill.
but even here though, you can even plug in your headphones and listen to yourself talk if you needed to.
Oh,
that is pretty cool. I mean, made by Shure as well. Shure. I mean, my voice doesn't work on Shure.
Right, according to this, it's a Shure MV5 Motive digital condenser microphone. It's 89 quid.
89.
Yeah.
I got it for way cheaper than that.
Is that true? I mean, have you actually tried like a 7B or anything like an SM7B or something like that?
Me? I start when I started off DJing. I obviously bought the Shure SM58. Hated it.
Okay.
Hated it.
58.
So then tried.
Everybody hates the 58, bro.
Oh no, mates! I know mates that will not use anything else. Will do like they've had literally they've got 10 of them like throughout their career, and I know mates that won't buy anything else. Even to this day, they won't because their voice just sounds good on it.
Yeah.
I know mates that won't use anything but audio dynamic microphones, or it's crazy. But the Shure SM58. Shure have the SM58 and the PG48. There's a lower mid range in Shure microphones, and all Shure microphones have a lower mid range. For work, I then went and bought Sennheiser. So I went and spent. It was around about £1,000. I used the same one. It was the EM series, the wireless EM series. Sounded beautiful. Like I was like, oh, this is so good, really good. Then I went into a friend's place where he was working, was like, "What's that mic you've got there?" And he was like, "Oh, it's a what was it? It was
JTS.
it was a JTS microphone." I was like, "Really, a JTS?" And he was like, "Yeah, the £29." So I was just laughing. So we went, "Have a go." Picks up this £29 mic. Said, EQ'd it up to how I EQ'd the mixer. Mate, I have never buy a mic. We used to go. Mic's going.
No, Eric's going.
Oh.
Who left?
Eric.
Oh, bye, Eric.
Tried this JTS microphone for £29. I have never in 20 years of DJing had audio quality like it over a PA system. It was superb. It was.
We were talking about this the other day because I was looking at upgrading my microphone at some point, and I was like, I was looking into this mic now, and he goes, "No, don't buy it." I was like, "But why?" He goes, buy this mixer, you'll be completely fine." I was like, "All right," so I've kept these as a side. And I said, "Why would you recommend that?" He goes, "Because it's the best mic I've ever used."
Yeah,
ever.
Seriously, I choose to use my JTS microphone. And I've got £1,000 wireless Sennheiser sitting in the cupboard at home because it sounds so much better.
You just like the way it syncs with your voice.
It just for my voice over a club sound system, because obviously club sound systems sound different when you've got an empty bar to when you've got a full bar. You've got a definite bodies sup up They just sup up decibels and the sound quality, and but this, honest to God, this thing is the greatest. It's as good as this. It's as good as the Neumann I've got in the DJ box. I would compare it against, on a sound system, against anything. It's absolutely brilliant, and it's £29.
So when I've got my set of money, that's what I'm looking at buying at some point.
I mean, that's another key item. I think people automatically. I do not think people understand tech, especially when it comes to it's the tech, right? No, it's one of those items where someone just getting into this doesn't have a fucking clue about audio engineering, videography, anything like that. So they just see so-and-so using an SM7B, or they see someone using a C200, and they're like, oh, well, then I must need to go spend, $6,000 on a setup. When it's like, no, dude, you probably need an iPhone and maybe a lapel mic.
Good sell down.
And start from there, which the phone you already have and the lapel mic is pretty damn simple. Later, Dan.
Catch you later, Dan. Yeah, I mean the one you got there, the Shure one. I mean, I'd say that the Shure and the Procaster are probably the two most used microphones on YouTube. Mainly the Shure. Everybody uses the Shure.
I like my microphone.
Yeah. For a while, I thought that little slot at the back of the microphone was actually a USB slot for some reason.
What's the one that Nick uses in his studio? Not the.
It's the same one.
It's in Nick at home. Nick uses the Shure SM7B, and in the studio he uses the It's the Procaster XLR, whereas Christian's
that one.
The SMB on Nick's voice. The SMB sounds lovely.
They're super expensive though.
Yeah, I nearly bought one, and I was like, I don't like my sound on Shure. I bought because it was literally it was like peer pressure. I was like, I looked into microphones and I looked into it, and I was like, I don't want to buy the Procaster. Should I go for the SM7B? Because there's dB controls on it, and there's controls on the back of the SM7B that can eliminate noise and take out frequencies. And I was like, oh, and then I came across the NT2A, looked into the NT2A, and I was like, that's perfect. That will do me fine. But have I used an SM7? The mic you've got, I've never used one. But my experience with Shure is it's just no good with my voice.
I'm heading off, guys.
All right, later, dude.
Catch you later, Mike.
Ollie's just woken up.
Oh, way to go, Mike. Way to wake her up.
Job.
Yeah, sorry I had to grow up and have kids.
Well done.
Oh, no, they
Waking
suck.
the kids up, Mike.
Oh, you know, that's what condoms are for, but whatever.
See you later, guys. Peace.
Catch you later.
Yep.
But
I
yeah,
gotta be careful when I choose my jokes.
Nah.
I thought Doug was walking into the water then.
What the hell just happened? He was like, he lost his head and he went backwards.
I didn't realize he was in a room. What's that?
He's,
Oh, I'm just getting I get probably 3 or 4 of these calls a day. I think they're just like robots.
What's that say? Hidden monster?
No,
I know,
hidden
it's like
number.
he looks like he's being abducted by
It,
aliens.
it does, doesn't it? But yeah, when Mike was, because Mike was talking to me like it was a couple of weeks ago, and he said, "Oh, I want to upgrade my audio," so I said, "Right, get this mic and get that mix." And he was, "Oh, you know, I can't really afford expensive mixes." I was like, "Dude, the whole thing comes to like £45, and that's with you're going to get a decent microphone. It might not be the best microphone in the world, but you're going to get a decent microphone, and the mixer was the same one I sent Chris Conkles. It was the mini Behringer one. It was like a 2-channel Behringer mixer. It's got everything you need on it. Full EQ, the lot.
USB or
XLR.
XLR?
Yeah. So and the mixer, it's phantom powered. You know, you can go straight into your sound card.
Nice.
Dead easy, nice and simple. And it was like the whole lot would cost you say £50, which would be like $65. But it's, I mean, even the one Christine is using you got the Procaster USB, haven't you?
Yeah.
And that sounds perfect.
I don't need anything fancy. And I'm like, when you were like, oh, you should get this one with the mixing board and all that, I'm like, I need simple. I need plug and play. And then my friend Vince at VCG Construction, he has a plug and play too.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind his is, and he sounds fine on his.
He's got the Rode NT1A, the black one.
Oh, I like that. The NT1
with the pop shield on the front, the black one. Yeah.
It sounds good. He sounds great on it.
Same one.
Is a quarter of the price of this, and in my opinion, puts out as good a sound quality. Really does.
Yeah. Hey, what do you use, Beanie?
It's just a Rode NT USB. It's like it was kind of in between being cheap and expensive. Like, it's sort of a mid-range because I'm like, you know, I do a lot of voiceover-y kind of stuff for my videos, so I wanted it to sound decent, but it didn't need to be special.
I think who has the worst microphone, and I, respect the guy, but he has the worst microphone I've ever heard in my life is Owen Video. And he used to do a podcast on Facebook, and I was like, God, his audio always sounded terrible. Always.
I think that comes from the fact that people don't realize that you can't actually scream down a microphone. You know, a microphone diaphragm is made of, it's a virgin's sleeve of metallic, or it's thinner than a cigarette paper. And they're wanting to get up and they want to hold it like, rah, rah, rah. It's like, fuck, dude, just talk normally, calm down.
You don't have to scream.
But he's really good at conferences. Like he's really good about reading a crowd when it comes to conferences and what to say and how to get them, excited.
He doesn't need a microphone.
Yeah.
He really doesn't. No. But I think that's just his personality. Like when he is on, he's on the Owen Video show, and I don't think he knows how to dial that down to talk into a microphone.
But you can imagine the guy at the mixing desk, like Owen's on, gain off. Turn the gain right down, and then you get one thing that annoys, and it boils my piss, is when you see people on stage or at conferences and you've got a microphone and they're like, the microphone's like a mile away from the mouth, but they're talking really low. It's like, put the microphone by put it by your fucking mouth because we can't hear you.
That's kind of what I do, though.
Yes, I do that as well. But I don't. Someone should do a video on how to use a microphone properly.
You know what? Actually, okay, and this is something that that I struggled with when I first got into the audio engineering part. I had no fucking clue what I needed. Like, no clue at all. And then once I found out what I needed, I had no idea like how to gain stage a mixer.
Right.
Like I didn't know like what the fuck is the gain, what's the level, what's the like that you know all this stuff, and
that just comes from DJing now. And that just comes because I'm used to EQing every single song up differently. I mean, some songs are made and they need more bass, some need more treble, some need less treble, some need more gain. So you
Wait,
constantly.
It's all about that bass.
Is it not about the treble though? So you just get used to. I mean, every mix. I mean, some mixes you go on an Allen and Heath mixer, and there's you've got high, mid. There's another mid, and then there's you've got two sets of mids, and one is for mid frequency mids, and one is for high frequency mids, and it's like you can after the years you just get used to fiddling with knobs and like that needs it just becomes second nature. It just becomes second nature to mess with audio. So when you get something like, I mean, the Yamaha desk I've got, and then you've got gains, you've got compression, you've got a full British EQ, and then there's as well as there being a gain, there's then a master power output. So there's another gain on top of a gain on top of a compressor, and it's like, what the fuck? But it's like, keep everything at 12 o'clock and then just alter your voice accordingly to it. Just a lot of people use too much compression, which makes you sound like you're in a tin box.
Yeah. I think actually right now I'm not even running through the mixer. I'm just running through the Focusrite. And
yeah, see, them things I just don't like.
For right now, it works just perfectly, dude. And I mean, it's a simple rig, simple setup, so I don't have to worry about it.
The only reason I don't like them is because people go and spend £400, £500, £600, £700 on a beautiful mic, and then they run it through something that you can't EQ that lovely mic with. Matt's just got
true.
bigger. Yeah, it's like yeah, you may as well have just bought a £10 microphone and plugged it into a Focusrite, because there's no EQ, and even top end microphones that are going to cost you $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, for a good top end microphone, these still need EQing.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, but it's like that. I think that I'd say audio quality is the one thing a lot of people get wrong on YouTube. Even mine, every single one of my videos, I should really go back and run all the audio through Auditions and mess with all the audio, and it would sound a lot better. But you just become lazy. I only do it for the voiceovers.
I don't care about my voice quality.
It's just easier.
Yeah, it is. It's just we become lazy.
Right, and I'm like, you know what? I used to give a fuck. I don't give a fuck anymore, man. I'm sorry, the fucks are gone.
Yeah, I mean, with me, it's not even a case of giving a fuck. I just don't.
Do you ever get complaints about the audio?
No, I mean,
complaints by care.
I get complaints about like, why do you hide behind the microphone? It's like, because I've got like fucking half the teeth of an average human being has got, so I don't really want to see anyone. No one needs to be witness to my witch doctor's necklace mouth. So that's as honest as I'm going to be with you. But it's like, it's just, I just think, I only do the EQing on the audio for Christina's videos, and then you watch one of her videos and it's like, oh man, the audio sounds lovely on that. It's just crisp and clear, and it's nice. And then you watch one of my videos and it's like, well, that's nothing fucking special, is it? It's not. It doesn't need to be special as long as can you hear it? Yeah. Can you understand it? Yeah. Well, fucking shut up then.
Awesome earplugs. I'm glad you found it. That is great news.
When he sent me one of the videos, I was like, "What did you do different? Because you sound like amazing." He's like, I remastered it." I'm like, "What does that mean?" Because whatever it is, keep doing it, because that means Because with the first 3 videos, he hadn't done that remastering of
Yeah.
the voice. But once he added that, I was like, that's what these needed. I mean, it added that extra layer of,
Yes.
oh, yeah.
But even on that, I've had to even doing the mastering. I've had to pull off the parametric equalizer because the two of them just don't go well with each other. They might go well for some people. Some people would they want to put all these mad effects in, like layers and layers of effects in, but it's like you're not even putting the full effect on. You're putting it in, but you're lowering it down to like 4%. It may as well not even be in there. Just use one. Because the videos, they sound fine. They do sound fine. They're clear. They're consistent. The quality on them's good. But it's good audio is it can be done cheap. It doesn't.
It really can.
Yeah.
Well, how about this? Recorded audio can be done cheap. Live audio is a bit different of a story. Live audio is tough to do cheap. With high quality. How about that?
Yeah. I mean, even Nick. I mean, Nick and D. I know Nick and D's full setup, and their full setup is they've got 2 Rode Procasters. They run it through a cloud lifter, and then they go through their Behringer. I don't know why they run it through a cloud lifter and then go through the Behringer mixer.
So, what kind of mics are they running?
Procasters, XLR
Okay,
Procasters.
So, yeah, what the cloud lifter is doing is it's already providing more amperage to the actual.
To me, it's
the actual line.
Yeah,
and that way you don't have to overstress your actual mixer.
Yeah, it's kind of like
I have the same setup for this thing. I go to the cloud lifter, then to the Focusrite.
See,
you guys are speaking total goddamn Chinese. I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
I just don't. I think.
Why do we have to get so close to you, Matt? That was weird.
I'd take away the cloud lifters. I'd just try and rely on the actual the board. Let the board do the work. But that comes from a DJ background where you you go into some clubs and you go into some the mainly privately owned bars, and you'll go in there and the amplifiers will be on halfway, but the mixer is on full, and it's like, mate, you're gonna burn your amp out. So tell you what, this is what we'll do. We'll put less power into the amps, and we'll make the amplifier do all the work to the speakers. No, how it's meant to be. It's like let the amp power the speakers. Don't let the mixer power the amps. Did you get it backwards? It's just like, I think it's just, I don't know whether it's just a lack of education or people just don't think right, but they do it backwards sometimes. It baffles me.
It's very bizarre.
Yeah.
Hey, Launchpad Astronomy and Paul Peck Drywall. Nice to
I got
in.
Okay, I am going to get out of here. I am done. I've got all my photos edited, so I'm done.
So you only came here to not talk about what you're not doing on your channel.
When's your next video out?
Yeah,
I have no fucking idea. I have no
It'll
plan.
probably be after I've
I thought you made an announcement. You did a live stream that you were going to do a whole new content strategy.
And we're doing so on Twitch. We are.
You're not going to YouTube. Your YouTube done.
Well, I'll probably upload stuff to YouTube. I mean, here's the reality. Like, dude, I'm like massively shifting gears just personally. I'm starting a media/ad agency.
Is this for your bingo?
Well,
my bingo.
Rolling it into this eventually, but I mean, I've got 4 corporate clients already, and what I'm going to be doing is filming interviews, producing social media content. I partnered with a website manufacturer, and we're basically going to be doing a full, it's a full media kit for companies. So, honestly, I not to say like I don't give a shit, but it's like my level of fucks to give when it comes to producing YouTube content right now. Like,
oh, I've been there. I was there when
Sorry,
I
yeah, I don't care, right? Like right now, I
in
just
6 weeks could have cared less. Didn't do anything.
right, and right now I've got like my backlog is starting to fill up, like already on top of what I'm already doing. And we're still looking at this bingo thing, trying to figure out how to work it. I think it's a great idea, and a few guys I know think it's a great idea. So, like right now, I'm sorry from a YouTube standpoint. I hate being this guy, but from a YouTube standpoint, I look at it as a business. Okay, so if that business is not producing profit, revenue, a long-term projection that I can put against a P&L in some way, shape, or form, to me, I go, it's a complete loss. And what am I actually gaining out of this loss right now?
So
Like,
you don't really enjoy it unless you're making money from it, is what you're saying.
it's not even that. It's if I could see the long-term growth potential out of what it is and where it could go, maybe I'd continue to pursue it.
But here's the thing,
I don't see
though.
that.
I'm just going to say this to
Right.
you. I never knew what I'm doing now. I never saw this coming. I'm going to be doing now. You know, like 2 years ago when I got serious about YouTube, would I be doing the thing? Like that thought process was never there. And this has potential of being like income that's going to be coming in on a regular basis.
Right. But let's look at this. Your content strategy is very focused around your business.
Correct.
Right.
Correct.
Mine has not been. Mine
Right.
hasn't even been close. And I kept them very separate, very purposefully. Now,
Right.
were I to attack YouTube and tie it more directly to my business strategy, yes, 100%, I would consider that, because I'm basically leveraging 7 years of YouTuberness to now produce the same style content for companies who
Gotcha.
have no idea how to do it. That I could build a YouTube channel around that if I wanted to, and that could be that's at least tied to my business, and it's tied to a revenue model that makes sense.
Oh, well, there you go.
As it is now, it doesn't, and I have no fucking drive really to do it. So
I know about Drive.
other bullshit, like doing it like the things on Twitch and just like chatting about news and maybe some YouTube news and whatnot. I enjoy that. That's very podcast oriented shit, and it's a step away from looking at Photoshop, Premiere Pro, LinkedIn, Facebook, and all that other shit that I'm doing right now. So yeah, I have no doubt. So yeah, do not expect jack shit other than some Twitch podcasts and generalized podcasts. So yeah.
There you go. Well,
Yeah.
now you've answered my question. Thank you.
There you go.
Finally, it only took 3 times being on here to finally.
3 times? No.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
Matthew, you are free to go.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, have fun. All right.
Catch you later, buddy. So what's Douglas up to? He's in work. Oh, look.
He's on now.
Oh no, you scared him. He's gonna fall in the water. He's gonna fall in the water.
I'm on.
Oh, you got me? Oh, I had to unmute.
You actually genuinely looked before when you turned around and walked into it. Must be the back of your office. It looked like you were walking into the water. We were all like, "Where's Doug going?"
And then you looked like you're going into the alien mothership. I was like,
It was the most.
I'm just gonna jump. I'm just gonna run.
It was the most surreal thing I've witnessed in a while. It was like,
you
where's he
disappeared
going?
into the water.
Where's he going?
It's this crazy Zoom background thing.
I love it.
Have you seen anywhere that are selling the new Stream Deck stuff? Have you looked? I think you looked into it a little bit deeper.
I haven't looked locally. I clicked on the link when you first tweeted it, and it went nowhere.
Yeah, mine didn't go anywhere either. Because as soon as I seen it, I was like, more buttons. I need more buttons. I don't even know what I'm going to do with the buttons.
I did see them on that people were tweeting they're on Amazon in the US, so I haven't checked Amazon locally here.
Yeah, they're not. I go to the Amazon link in the UK, and it doesn't exist. It's
Yeah,
non-existent.
they probably haven't shipped them yet.
Yeah, but have you done the latest update on the Stream Deck, because it screws it all up? There's a new.
I've had no issues. I'm on the Mac, so maybe that's okay.
Yeah, because I done the update yesterday. In fact, you know what? It wasn't the update. I'll tell you exactly what I done. I went into Streamlabs because I wanted to have the chat from Chaos come on the on the Streamlabs thing. So I logged out of Streamlabs and tried to log in with Creator Chaos, but it never brought up any of the scenes. It was just a blank Streamlabs. So I re-logged in Crypto and then went onto the Stream Deck, and none of the buttons worked. I had to go into every button on the Stream Deck program, and literally just didn't have to alter anything. I just had to click through the buttons and look through the scenes, and then once I'd done that, the buttons become active again.
Buttons.
It was weird. Yeah, it was. They mess up sometimes and just lock out.
Yeah, it could be on the Streamlabs side.
Yeah, it was the buttons.
Buttons.
The buttons.
The buttons. What's so funny about the word buttons?
That's the way you say it.
It's the way you say it. It's
Buttons.
very posh.
Buttons.
It sound more posh than, but when you say buttons,
Buttons.
So it's like when Matt says "caffy."
Caffy.
Just the way he says things.
Buttons.
Passionate. He'll say passionate.
But now I think D, because when I tweeted it out, I think D thought I was messing about. Did you see that tweet, Christina?
Well, you thought it was like photoshopped or something?
Yeah, he thought I was messing about. He was like, "Is this real?" I was like, "Yeah, here's the website." And then you jumped in. It was like, I love the way that the minute you jumped in and said, "Yes, it's real," he took it on face value. He just thought I was winding him up. It was like, oh right, because Doug said it's real, it's now real, is it? Like, oh, fuck you.
The word according to Doug. Praise
the
be to
voice
God.
of reason.
It was. I think it was just because it was me. Anybody else, he'd have been fine with, but just because it was me, I think he thought I was winding him up.
Because Doug also doesn't take the piss.
I don't take the piss.
Launchpad wants you to say buttons.
Well,
I just press people's buttons.
Ooh, Doug's doing the.
I did do an April Fool's joke this year, so you know,
Ooh.
you can never know.
What'd you do?
I did. I
Changed his channel name.
to a,
Oh, that's
prank,
right.
to a prank channel.
Yeah.
What'd you change it to? What was it?
I just changed the channel art and stuff and announced that I was going to do pranks and memes.
Oh, you should have. I'm just thinking back now.
But I
maybe
didn't do any videos. I just changed the banner and stuff, left it there for a day.
Yeah, what you should do
And took it down.
next year for April 1st, just change your display picture to just an apple and call your channel. Well, don't change your channel name because that'll mess things up. But change the banner to Apple Grenade 2.
Yeah. No. No. Like you could have a picture of Nick Nimmin with a full like ZZ Top beard and long hair.
And called Apple Grenade 2.
Apple Grenade 2. Those birds are like get it on.
Where are the birds? Because you're in an office, aren't you?
No, he's outside.
Yeah.
He's not. He's in an office.
I'm outside. I walked outside for privacy so I could talk because I don't want to interrupt people while I'm talking. So yeah, I walked outside. So
I thought he was in an
I
office.
might head down to the lunchroom shortly because it's lunchtime.
That's so funny.
What is your job?
Brisbane. Oh, that's a Brisbane Football Club, isn't it?
I know what Doug does.
What does Doug do?
I'm not
look,
telling
his
you.
face is just.
No, I just wear this shirt. This is not where I work.
Oh.
He's just saying that.
I know where Doug works. Doug.
I think
That's what
unless
the
he's changed, I sort of know.
Doug,
But-
He
Doug,
was
Yeah.
for the government.
Doug told me months ago when we were just chatting.
Really?
Yeah, you work for you work for an organization.
Hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I think
I do.
I think you are. God, this is like a game, isn't it?
Yeah, you told me. It's
I don't remember. I don't know if I've ever told anyone.
From memory, I think you're a manager of some description for a Christian organization.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good.
And I see now
He
he
told me. I think he told me what it is, but if you don't want it known, I shall not say.
Yeah,
I just made
don't
that
mention the particular one because that could be controversial.
Yeah.
We'll say no more.
Yeah.
Yes, we'll leave it there. Secret society.
That's
You're
why.
a member of a secret society.
That's why I was very brief with my description.
Very good. Very good.
See, I do listen. People say I don't listen, but I do listen.
I'm a real estate agent. Just
He remembers what he needs to remember. What he wants to remember.
I know I have this certain things stick in my head. I do have a certain set of skills.
When you're on my channel.
I do remember not to cuss when I'm on your channel. I don't remember to not to cuss when I'm on this channel. This is the only channel that I actually. I mean, I can go on Dusty's show live. I can go on Nick's show live. I can do Christina's show for it, and I don't even think about swearing. I can go on mine.
Unless they come on this stream, then you don't swear either. I've noticed.
Yeah, I don't even think. I think Dusty is the only person that I try not to swear with, because I know it could be just because he doesn't do it. I don't think he's against it or anything like that, but I think it's just with
he
me.
He seem like a family-friendly kind of guy, though.
Yeah, I mean, with me, I'm very, as much as I've come across as a bit of an odd, but I'm very sort of the way people. The way people are, I'm very respectful of, like Doug doesn't, Doug doesn't swear, so if me and Doug were having a conversation, I wouldn't be effing and blinding, but if you and me were, every other word would be just something, a profanity as well as air up in the corner, because every third word out of her mouth is, a swear word, but I am very, I do respect other people's, like, when you're talking to say.
On my channel.
No, you don't. But when you're talking to them,
I draw for kids. I'm thinking to myself, one day all this swearing on this channel is probably going to come and bite me in the ass. But
catch you later, Mario. Mario's going. He's in the chat.
Bye, Mario.
I forgot to send Paul Peck an invite. We will get Paul Peck on here one week. He will be on here one week. Definitely will be on it. I think he's just frightened of us.
Like I thought drywall would have been even more niche than drawing dinosaurs, but no, he's got twice the subscriber count as I do now.
Yeah, but you go on you. Who was I watching? He was talking to someone. I can't even remember who it was. Someone was talking about him, or who was it? I don't know whether it was John from You Do It. I think it might have been a week or so ago. He was doing a live stream and they were talking about wood and stuff. And then
that's my favorite thing.
Wood, yeah. And then Paul popped in, and they were like, "Oh, he does right." And then I think someone asked in one of the guys, I said, "Do you rank on YouTube for it?" And John was like, "What does he rank?" It's like, oh my god, he owns the world. He owns the word drywall. Like, you type in drywall, hey.
He's probably going to copyright the word drywall.
No, I can't remember. No, I don't think. No, you weren't on a live stream, Paul. It was you. You were in a live stream, because I think it was You Do It. I think it was the wood one he does, on a Friday, and it was like he just owns the like drywall. You put drywall into Google and Paul Peck will come up. You put drywall into YouTube, Paul Peck will come up. You put drywall into. It's like he dominates the whole scene.
Domination.
Actually, no, it's not Paul Peck that comes up on mine. It's some other tosser.
Who is it?
Some other tosser.
It's not Paul Peck.
DIY.
I get home renovations on mine. And an Ivy Tech. Ivy.
Yeah.
We will find these people. We will make them suffer.
Yeah.
It's also because it's probably based, because when I type in drywall, it's all based on what comes up in Melbourne. So obviously it's probably people more close to Australia and my area.
What about you? What about YouTube?
YouTube is the same. It's like
YouTube the same?
Drywall fit. It's I don't know. I should load up one of his videos and see if he has an Aussie accent. I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest. Let's see.
What's Paul on now, subscriber wise?
He's on like 56. He's on like 55 or something, or 56. He's getting up there. And this guy's got like 561,000, so he's like a little bit higher up there.
What's Christian on now? He's gone over 20,000, hasn't he?
Oh, of course.
He's probably over me now. He's going to be the big fella in the.
I know. That's why he doesn't come on the show anymore.
He's got night school, hasn't he? He's teaching.
He's almost at 21,000. He's at 20,982.
Oh, damn! He's getting up there.
What are you on, Beanie?
Yeah, he's gonna be overtaking you pretty soon. That was a rapid growth.
He has gone absolutely. I think Christian's channel is gonna be one of them that we all remember that, you know, that what was it? It was the Launchpad Astronomy Week when it just went boomf. He's gonna do another.
Out of curiosity, how loud is this?
Not bad.
It's like a.
It's a small hum.
Yeah, it's a small hum in the background. To you, it probably sounds like your whole room's caving in.
Annoying.
Paul's at 53,000. Man, I can't even imagine having numbers like that.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine. But there you go. Right. Well, I think it's time for us to jog on, isn't it?
I think so.
I think God spoke, and she's come down and pressed the buttons. she's in there.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody. I hope you have a fantastic week.
Before we go, when's your next video coming up, Beanie?
Okay, I'll try and condense this very quickly. 2 videos for Beanie Draws I'm working on. One's nearly finished, the Godzilla hybrid. Got a whole bunch of others which I'm actually going to put on Twitter. It's going to be a little teaser of what I'm actually working on. But after that, because I want to get the Godzilla one out pretty soon, because Godzilla's out pretty soon. After that, it's going to be a how to get back into drawing, which is basically my little way of saying how I got back into drawing without going to the details. And I've got a video coming up for my other channel, which is based on Sweeney Dunstan's kind of his Minecraft server. So I'm just basically like doing my my little Minecraft starting season thing, and just going to be focused on a few Minecrafty videos on that channel. Just as long as Premiere Pro behaves itself, then those videos will be out.
Nice. And Christina's got one coming out today. She's had a video come out today, haven't you?
Yes, it was speed cleaning your house, because my top videos on my channel are about cleaning. Did you like that thumbnail?
I haven't gone through. I've got a whole list because I haven't been on YouTube for like a month or so. So I'm going through my email, seeing all my notifications of which videos I want to watch back. But yeah, there's some thumbnails there that I'm like, oh yeah, people are sort of upping their game on their thumbnails recently.
I'm trying a template. I'm trying a template back to a template instead of being super creative, because it seems like if you actually look at the ones with the template actually do better. So I'm trying to template again and see how that does. I'm going to do it for 10 videos and see if there's a better engagement. I'm also messing with the length of time, because my videos used to only be like 4 or 5 minutes long, and this one's the last 2 have been a little bit longer, just to see if it would kick in gear, because I had a couple that were really long and they did much better. So I don't know. I'm just testing.
Sorry.
I was just gonna say, speaking of thumbnails, I do actually have a third channel that you see me tease. But what I'm doing now is on Beanie Draws, I'm going to be redesigning a lot of those old thumbnails because they really need to be redone. Recording the process of redoing them and putting those videos on this Bean Arts channel that I'm working on. So that's the third thing I remembered.
I'm gonna try and get a video out on Thursday, and I'm gonna try and rob the idea I seen on a lady's channel that I watch. She done a video the other week on her mobile phone, and I'm going to try and rob the idea. And it's going to be how to set up a buttons over, but it's going to incorporate. I kind of need to go through it and work out on because I obviously can't do it on my phone. So that's the only problem. But you know, I'm gonna.
You can't do it on your phone.
Because I don't.
Security reason?
Yeah, I don't want to delete the app off my account because it means because what I want to do is I want to record it on getting it off the App Store. I also want to get Google Authenticator and set that up as well. I want to show people the safest way. Set Google Authenticator up. Set your Coinbase account up. This is how you link it to your bank account. This is how you're authenticated. This is how you buy crypto on Coinbase. And then next week it'll be then because Coinbase are linked to another account, another trading site called GDAX. So it's kind of they're like they're both the same thing. But if you move one crypto, say you've got 3 exchanges, Binance being the biggest one, Coinbase, but then you got GDAX in the middle. If you move crypto from Coinbase to Binance, you get quite a big. You pay a transaction fee, quite a large transaction fee. But if you move it from Coinbase to GDAX, there's no fee, and then from GDAX to Binance, there's half the amount of fee. So it's just kind of it's going to be a follow-on video but it's mainly getting people onto the Coinbase app. That's what I'm going to try and do. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but it'll be similar to how Christina done here.
You could probably have a chat with D as well with the whole mobile side of things.
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably just do exactly the same as Christina's. I'll like screen record it all, and then
Put those screen recordings in that template.
Yeah, and then
See my app video, Beanie?
He was away that week.
Okay, so I'm like, basically I took this phone, it looks like this, but it's just a template of a phone. And my screen recording of that was actually on my phone as I was going through the app. You can see physically right here. So that
does it record when you pause? Like when you say if you're scrolling and you stop scrolling, it will record that stopped motion? Because sometimes on iPhones, they won't actually record the stop. It'll just like...
It recorded it just like I was using it.
Okay, cool.
Yep, I did the same. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
So that's my plan for Thursday. I want to try and get a video on Thursday. If I don't manage to suss that out by Thursday, it's going to be one on the Bitcoin halving, which is just it's not anyone will particularly be interested in right now, but it will be one of them that because the halving is 12 months away. But it's one now. If I get it out now, hopefully as the time comes by, it will just gain traction. But I'm just interested because seeing Christina do it, I thought that's a really good idea. It's a really.
You should definitely do the one on the Bitcoin that's involved with Minecraft as well.
Yeah, again, the bigger that's it's another. I've kind of got more ideas now that I can cope with. I've kind of like I need to live stream twice a week because I enjoyed that live stream I'd done the other day. It was nice. So I want to do that Mondays and Thursdays, but before trivia, and then tell everyone to go to trivia. Because if I stream at 12 o'clock UK time, that's 6 o'clock Louisiana time, and then trivia's on at 7 o'clock.
Right.
That's my idea to try and. I'm going to be the Doug Houston of
the warm-up show.
I'm going to be the Doug Houston of Your Real Estate Whisperer. Because I think I actually have done that before. I think I've done it once before.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I think I have done it once before because it just works out. Monday's great for me because I'm off work. Thursday's great for me because I'm off work. I was going to do Monday and Friday, but I can't do. I need to stream when America's awake.
Yeah.
Because 80% of my audience come from the USA, so it's no good me working around UK times because no one's interested.
Like a tiny little island.
Yeah, it's like I've got like 13% of watching me from the UK, whereas 80% of my views are from the USA. Yeah. So it's kind of like, well, cater for the US. So Mondays and Thursdays before trivia, and then tell everyone get to fucking trivia now.
What are you doing next, Doug? What's your last? You're gonna be the last one. What is your next project? What's your next video gonna be about?
Well, I put out a video today, so it's took me a while to put together, but it's on Streamlabs mobiles, so it's for live streaming.
You put a video out today.
Yeah, well, it was last night my time, so it's.
Couldn't say I have had
technically Tuesday.
Yeah, I saw that because I've been going through my emails just trying to empty it all out.
Ah.
Yeah, it's like 21 minutes long. It's pretty long.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one.
Yeah, I know. I never got no notification for that whatsoever.
Do you have them on notifications?
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah.
I sure do.
Everybody that I.
It's a bit hit and miss with those notifications.
I
Yeah.
saw you did a video on about the notifications, saying that notifications should be all fixed up now.
Yeah, it's not perfect, but you know.
But I tell you what, I did get a notification for. I got a notification for that today.
Ah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, 9 months ago he done it.
Wait, you got a notification for that today?
I got a notification to that today. Launchpad Astronomy has brought out a new video, Planet 9, and I was like, he's already done a Planet 9.
Wait, unless he's done another one.
No, it says on here it's got 126,000 views 6 months ago, and I get a notification from it today. So I don't know what type of wizardry you're using, Christian, but it's working. And I never got one for Doug's.
Did you get one for mine?
Nope, never got one for yours as well.
Yeah, mine was out today too.
Have you?
We put ours out at the same time, Doug.
Because Doug did a little thing about checking the notifications and how you do
Yeah,
it.
yeah, because I do that because I have all everybody that I follow, and I don't follow everybody. You know what I mean? And it's not a personal preference. It's not because I don't want to follow them. It's like I probably won't watch your content. You know what I mean? And it's like. It's kind of like subbing for subbing, and I don't, if I'm not going to watch, I'll watch your content, I'll watch Christina's content, I'll watch Doug's content, I'll watch, the people that I watch.
Yeah.
I have notifications for, but I turn them all on, so because you never know when someone's just going to go randomly live, because people do it, people just go, and I'd hate to be that person that missed it. But yeah, YouTube just messes up sometimes. It really does. But I don't know what it is about. Another thing that I have noticed as well, and I meant to mention this to you before, Christina, since I done that live stream yesterday, oh my god, I have had nothing but comments on videos of mine today. And I'm talking like, I must have had about 20 or 30 comments on random different videos. Nothing new. So I don't know whether because I've live streamed, it's kind of like YouTube's gone, oh, he's not dead.
Maybe.
That's genuinely that's what it feels like. It feels like someone's gone, oh, right, he's still here. Let him push some of his content out because it's weird videos.
My view count's tanked. My view counts since I took that break, they're half of what they used to be. Half.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. My view count's not amazing, but today, for some reason, I've had loads. I mean, I've got a load of videos there I've got to go through and, heart and comments to people who have comments. A lot of them don't need a comment. They'll just thumbs up it. But it was just weird that I live streamed yesterday and then today I get a load of comments on random videos.
Don't fight it.
No, it's good. So, right. Well, I shall say good night.
Good night, everybody. Have a great creative week.
I tell you what's bad as well. Justin's just come into the chat, and I think he done it last week. I think Justin popped in just as we were leaving.
Oh, really? Did he really?
It's a sign.
Sorry, Justin. We're not doing this just to annoy you. We were genuinely just going 10 minutes ago before I started talking. So, right. Good night, everybody. We shall see you on another live stream. Catch you later.
Bye.
Later.